What up, gamers? Hello, I'm back. Damn, I timed that scene switch perfectly with when Lieutenant Smokin' tier 1 subbed. Goddamn. Thank you for subbing. Please don't mind my extremely wavy hair. I don't understand what's happening. I'm not curling it. I'm not perming it. I swear I'm just getting older and it's getting wavier and I don't know why. Is that like a normal thing? Like, it literally just dried like this. All right. You guys probably have questions, so I have answers. Also, Too Hardcore, thank you for the 6 months. Hello, welcome. Thank you for that. OMG March, it's me. Holy fuck, Lieutenant Smoking with the 5 gifted. By the way, do I sound good? I haven't streamed in like over a month, so hopefully I'm not too loud or too quiet. Hopefully it's just right, but if it's not, I'll change it. You know, sounds amazing. God bless. We got it on the first try. Okay. Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi. I see you, chat. I see you. Hi. How did you meet Fear Ann? How did you start working with everybody? That is a long answer that I've answered before, so I'll come back around to that as I try to say hi to everybody, answer some faster ones, maybe. This is the most I've heard you talk. Oh, I used to be a streamer full-time, so it's crazy to hear that. Pro sound guy, honestly. Look, also, I know the sound on our current set is trash. It's a product of the set that we're on. It's a long story. I can get into the minutia of why it is that way. All you need to know is when the new set comes, we're going to have better audio, better lighting. It'll still be a little scuffed because I don't want it to be too overproduced and lose the soul of the show, which I think a lot of the soul of the show is like based in the scuffness. So I'm not going to overproduce it, but it will be a lot more dialed in, which will be nice. Don't worry, Austin will still get a rigged mic that I will rig without telling him so that he'll break all the time. 2D Superhero, thank you for the gifted sub. There's no way. I'm live, Nandre. It's me. He's actually, he's back. It's me. That March YouTube video is lit. Which one? I've done 2 interviews now, actually, so I'm not sure which one. Thank you, Deacons, for the 69 months. Nice. That's crazy. First time I've heard your voice more than actually seen you. That's crazy. Well, I'm real. I'm a real person with a voice. I just don't have a mic by design. Maybe I'll add one in the new one. Fire Crimson, thank you. Damn. I really just went live and people started subbing. The fucking going live is really just a money button, you know? You just press the go live button and then the people just start giving you money. Guys, the sound pays me enough. You don't need to sub. Okay? I mean, I like it and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Welcome to the community. I do have some really outdated emotes at this point, but some of them might be cool. Like a little heart. Or my favorite one's the clown one. I like the clown one. That one's good. But thank you for the support. I appreciate y'all. IDK, if I can share. I mean, I'm gonna click this link without knowing what it is, so rip me. This is the video about me. Yeah, if you haven't seen this, if any of you care, I probably won't react to it because I hate hearing myself speak, but if any of you care, I'll show you right now because I do want to shout out the people who made it because they're super cool. This is a doc, I guess, like a mini interview / doc made about me 8 months ago now. Holy shit, that was so long ago, by some really cool people called Broken Systems Productions or BS Productions. They're these really talented young kids like that came over and shot the video and edited it. They're really cracked. 38k views is actually insane because they don't have a lot of videos out, but yeah, go check it out if you care about knowing my lore. Not now though, stay here right now, but later. Got my Fear Ann pin, it's great. I have mine right here. For anybody who doesn't know, if you're a tier 3 member of our Patreon, gonna shill for a second. If you're a tier 3 member of our Patreon, we give out monthly rewards. We've given out stickers. The most recent one was this pin that turned out way better than I expected. I really like it, so we'll probably do some more pins in the future. Yeah, we'll mail you stuff every month. It's not like anything crazy. It'll be like a little postcard or like a little sticker or something, but you know, if you want some more fucking Fear Ann shit and you're like a diehard fan, I never got my stickers. Yeah, there's a lot of people who didn't get the stickers, which makes me sad because like, but it was kind of like an ambitious goal to try to like get. It was a lot of like work on the back end, and maybe I'm gonna revisit it and let people buy the sticker. But there's gonna be more stickers, arguably better designs coming very soon. So, yeah. When will merch come out? It's gonna be a bit on the merch, I think. I got one sticker as a tier 2. Yeah, all tier 2s were supposed to get a sticker, and tier 3s as like a launch, like thank you. Even though mailing stuff is only supposed to be for tier 3s, for the very first thing I wanted to include tier 2s as well, just to give them an example of what to expect if they want to upgrade. It didn't roll out as nicely as I hoped, but it happens. I've been in office when I first got the mail gifts for the pod. I thought I was being threatened. I did not have any idea what was happening. Yeah, you gotta stay in the loop. Well, the first sticker I got, put it right on my water bottle. It's a great way to find other listeners. Yeah, that's like a very if you know type sticker too, which I like. I gave Austin stickers for you guys at Name Your Price. Did he ever give it to you? No, he did not. That's fucked up. I did not even know about that, which honestly is the most Austin shit ever. That's classic Austin. I wish I give them to me. If you want something done, give it to me or Cutie. But admittedly, Cutie's also like, you know, a very busy content creator, so probably unreasonable to expect her to do things like that. But give them to me, and I'll try. Thank you for the gifted subs, by the way. There's so much happening. Chat is going so fast. I can't read this. March, who was your favorite podcast guest? I think the Jeff Wittick episode was my all-time fave. Jeff Wittick was a fucking great one. There's so many good ones. I don't know. It's hard to like think of who was on the podcast at the top of my mind. But Jeff Wittick was a really good one. Fucking love that. We should get him back. We should have him back soon. Maybe for the new set. Somebody asked, will the new set be ready soon? So, I'll tell you guys, since you guys are here. I probably won't like tweet about it or anything. But the new set's ready. I mean, the set is ready. The studio, like the tech in the studio, is not 100% ready, but it can be ready as soon as like tomorrow. And it will be ready for next episode. There was like some scheduling issues with some other responsibilities that we had. We had to like be in a different. We had to like we were appearing in an OTV video and then doing a calendar shoot, and we basically had like a super packed week. And so we pushed the set release back like a week or two because of like holidays coming up and stuff. So we actually originally planned on having the new set up and running and episode on it like 2 episodes ago, but the timing hasn't worked out. But it'll be 100% ready to go by next episode. I don't want to guarantee that we'll use it by next episode, because if we have hosts that are still traveling for the holidays when we film and do an episode without them, I don't want to launch the new set without them. Or maybe we will, but I'm sorry, I would assume that we wouldn't. So it might be another week, but the new set is coming soon. It'll be here before the end of 2023, probably like the beginning of December at the latest. So yeah, thank you for being patient on that. Thank you for the 6 months as well. I love the Ray and Leslie guest pods. Those are great too. Fucking love Ray and Leslie. Those are homies. Marcia, did you try Poke's cookies? I didn't, actually. She had them on the episode, and I wanted so badly to be like, yo, let me get one. But I don't know. I just didn't. I guess I was feeling like extra insecure that day for some reason. But now I'm like, but what I've been told by everybody around me is that they taste like the chocolate part of an Oreo. For the most part, which is good, I think. Since Cutie's not doing a body pillow, is there going to be a March body pillow? Yeah, there'll be a 1-of-1 March body pillow that we made, and it'll just be given to the highest bidder. Not really, but you know who designed the new set? Yeah, I worked very closely with them. I don't know if I should say who they are, because I don't know if they want to. I imagine they wouldn't care if I like promoted them, but they're very talented, and I will ask them if they want a shout out, and if so, I will shout them out when we launch it. I'm assuming they do, but just for the sake of like privacy and stuff, maybe they don't. I don't know. Launch without Hassan just gonna be funny. It is crazy. I was thinking the other day, leak something. I mean, what do you want to know? Did you participate in the calendar at all? No, no. Will was like, you need to do like a secret month. You need to do like one secret month for you. And I was like, nah, I'm good. I thought about it, but nah. Although I have been working out. You can't tell. If you can't tell, I've been working out to try to be the most jacked podcast on the internet because everybody on the podcast is jacked except for me and I guess Cutie. And so I've been putting in the hours to really try and to get there. I will be the most jacked podcast producer. She's girl jacked. Yeah, Cutie is girl jacked for sure. Brittany Broski would be an amazing guest. So I didn't know who Brittany Broski was until Hassan did her show. And ever since, excuse me, oh my god, that went down my throat the wrong way. And ever since Hassan did her show, people have been asking for her all the time. And I watched her episode of her show, and she seems awesome. She seems really cool. So I'd love to have her on. We haven't reached out, but I'd love to have her on. Maybe Hassan will reach out. But who is she? Like, is she famous in like a different sphere that isn't like streamer or gamer adjacent? When is your skincare routine? My skincare routine could be better, but I try. She was the kombucha girl. Oh, she's the GIF. Oh, I know which GIF you're talking about. The reaction GIF. I know which one. I know exactly which one you're talking about. Yeah, I'd love to have her on. She seems really nice. And I feel like since Hassan did her show, she'd probably be more inclined to do our show. That's typically how, like, the unspoken sort of relationship of content creators who have their show, like, with guests. Like, usually if you go do their show, there's a good chance that they'll do your show as like a favor, or, you know. So I feel like our chances of having her on in the future are probably pretty good. What is this YouTube link that was just sent to me that I'm going to click? Oh, this. Yes. Of course I've seen this. I didn't realize that this was her until 2 seconds ago.
It really smells like a public restroom. It smells like a public restroom. You know what? No. Well.
Classic. That's like Internet Hall of Fame. That meme will be with us. I mean, like, you still see a troll face on the internet occasionally, and we're like 20 years out from that at this point. So. That's meme royalty at this point. Have you reached out to those two women? I had a podcast. Yes, right now the ball is in their court entirely. It'll happen, I'm sure. If anything, I feel like the more that it doesn't happen, the more hype around it, that'll make it cooler when it does happen. But they also live states away and stuff. But like, it will. It's just scheduling and finding the time and stuff. We'll revisit it probably sometime. Would love Caroline as a guest with Cutie. I mean, yeah, I fucking love Caroline. Not opposed to having her on. That's more of a will question, I think. What is this? What is Nandre sending me right now? That wasn't even good. That wasn't even a good one. Like, that wasn't even a good one. That wasn't like clever or like unexpected. Like, I saw something coming. I was like, yeah, Nandre, what the fuck does Nandre want? That wasn't even good, bro. And I bet he's laughing. I bet he's laughing on his stream, and his chat doesn't even know why people are laughing because he doesn't fucking show people what he's listening to in his headphones. So he's just like, to his chat, he's just playing games. And like, no one knows that he's doing that. Fear and Live Tour. We're not doing a fucking Fear and Live Tour. Fear and Live Tour, I can confidently say, probably will not happen. What did somebody ask Nandre? Nandre, when are you going to go on Fear and teach them how to do non-Mantica? I like just watching. Yeah, he's just the audience. Is the new set just a myth? Yeah, it's not real. If Hassan is ever not available for a podcast, can you just shoot without him at his house? Yeah, absolutely. And now with a new set, well, before we couldn't, right? Because before the set was on his stream setup. Now that we have a dedicated set in one of the rooms in his house, we don't need him. Self-suck stickers at least? I think so. I think I'll do that. Maybe. Will you tier 3? Will you tier 3 if I do that? Because I'll do it if you tier 3. Alright, go tier 3. I'll make it happen. I promise that I'll make the self-suck sticker happen either January or February. Nanjay was the first IRL in the studio audience. Yeah. That was literally just me on a whim texting him too. I'm like, yo, we're about to shoot. I miss you. You want to come over and just sit here while we shoot? And he's like, okay. I'll come hang out. And it was great. As I knew it would be, because I'm producer brain. Don't you guys get it? Don't you guys fucking get it? I'm producer pilled. Don't you get it? I know what the audience wants. People doubt me, man. People doubt me, but look how far I've gotten us. Life updates. I don't know what's been going on. It's been a couple months. I'm on a strict gluten-free diet now. It finally caught up to me. Skincare routine. I use a very gentle cleanser. I have naturally very oily skin, so I don't use any moisturizer. Gentle cleanser plus sunscreen plus at night after washing my face, I use retinol like cream. Actually, I didn't realize I wanted to see manually adjusting cameras in the Windows reflection. Could Taylor Swift be a guest on the podcast? Yes. Okay. Archie, wait, Archie's here? Hi, Archie. Sorry, I'm so bad at reading chat. Where is he? I don't see him. Hi, Archie. Guys, I need your help. Never mind, no, I don't. All right, so I'll rant to the podcast. You guys want to watch me watch the podcast, right? You guys care? You guys even care? I'm assuming you guys want me to watch the Pokemon one, and I will. In a bit. Watch along. Who's the guest this week? I don't know if we have a guest this week. Do care? Did ask. But yeah, so I'm Mexican. I'm Hispanic. And so I'm gluten intolerant, which is is not uncommon in Mexican and Hispanic people because my ancestors ate corn, not bread. And so I've always had like stomach issues and anemia and stuff. And a few years ago, I got blood work done. Just out of suspicion that I might be gluten intolerant. And sure enough, my blood work came back and it was like, yeah, you're not quite celiac disease. It's not like that severe, but it's like pretty intolerant. Like you should probably cut gluten out of your diet. And I was like, okay, bet, that sucks. That was a few years ago. I tried it for like a week and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. This is cringe. So I've just been ignoring it for years. And then, like, right after TwitchCon, I got pretty sick. And then I noticed this, like, pain in my stomach that was just, like, not going away for, like, a week. Like, this, like, very dull, numb pain in, like, my intestine that just was not going away. I was like, oh, shit, this is it. I have colon cancer or something. Like, I'm gonna die. And then I was like, wait a minute. So I stopped eating gluten for, like, 2 days. Completely. Pain went away. Stopped eating for 3 days. Felt great. Ate something with gluten on the flight to Missouri when I went to go do the ghost hunting shit with Ray and Sam and Colby and them. For those of you guys who don't know, I did that. Immediately the pain came back, felt like shit. Felt tired, felt shitty. Pain was back in the same spot. I was like, yep, this is it. So, I mean, it's just catching up to me finally. So in the past 3 weeks, I've been trying to go gluten-free, and it's been ass, and I hate it, and I want to kill myself all the time. So I'm eating this like weird gluten-free protein bar that has pretty good macros, and it's okay. Anyway, that's my life update. If any fucking celiacs or gluten-free people in chat have any tips or any recs and stuff they like, I'm all ears. Looks like an edible. This does look like an edible. It actually really does. That's a really good point. It's not an edible. Adapt and overcome. Yeah, I will. Does gluten-free taste different? Yeah, usually. And then also, honestly, I can do the no bread. I can do the no flour. It sucks ass, but I can do it. The one that gets me the fucking most is soy sauce. Soy sauce is gluten-free. I'm sorry, it's not gluten-free. Soy sauce is made with wheat and contains gluten. Which is like fine. I won't put soy sauce on stuff, but there's so many sauces in Asian cuisine that the base, or a huge part of the base, is soy sauce. So it just cuts everything out. I'm just like, this is so trash, dude. Yeah, I mean, tamari's an alternative, but like, I'm not gonna go to fucking a sushi restaurant and be like, yo, can I get tamari in my eel sauce? Like, they're gonna be like, fuck you, kill yourself. Make sure you cook and eat whole foods, because everything gluten-free has max preservatives, and over time it takes a big toll in the long term. Fuck! So the play is just eat at home, basically. Aren't you Mexican? Isn't there a lot of Mexican? Yeah, Mexican food is fine. And I fucking love Mexican food. I'm not gonna eat Mexican food every meal, though. I switch it up. Yeah, what up, Big Blue Whale? My mom is gluten-free. They have a lot of gluten-free stuff out there now. Yeah. It's like, living in Los Angeles is probably one of the best places to live if I have like to be on a gluten-free diet. It's still just annoying. Oh, there's a set I really want to listen to. Okay, I'll tell you what. What time is it? 9:20. We'll start watching this episode at 9:45. You guys want to do 9:45 or 10 p.m.? What works better for you guys? That way we can do some just chatting and hang out for a bit, catch up. It's been a while since I fucking talked to you guys, so I want to catch up a bit. Also, I really want to listen to this Overmono Boiler Room set that just came out yesterday, because I love Overmono and I am wearing their shirt right now. I'm gonna throw this on, but I'm gonna try to skip through the fucking crowd intro bullshit. One sec. Oi, Manchester! I'm mostly gluten-free because I had gut issues, but I'm only 21, so I can cheat and be fine. Yeah, I'm 28, so my cheating days are starting to run low. It was nice meeting you and grabbing food in Vegas after the podcast, man. Hope you're doing well. It's good seeing you too, brother. Oh my god, as you can tell, fucking gut issues. Could the entire pod go to a Taylor concert when she rolls back around North America and film like a Fear and vlog? Yeah, I mean, look, there's a lot of things we could do and should do. Here's how I like to describe it, okay? When somebody... You're 28, I thought you were 24. Yeah, I just turned 28 last month. Do these look like the arms of a 28-year-old? Yes. Yeah, Disneyland trip. Exactly. That's a good example. Look, here's what I here's what I like to say. I love this song so much. A lot of people like to compare us to The Yard, which is fine because I heavily based our like creation off The Yard's blueprint because they were killing it in the space, and I love their show. The Yard is like a great blueprint for a podcast with a Patreon that delivers a lot of bonus content, and they do skits and they do a lot of bonus content. But here's why The Yard's able to do that, and why it's a bit harder for us to do that. Not impossible, but just a little bit harder. When they made The Yard, you have Slime, Nick, and Aiden, and Zipper, who are 4 people who weren't really like micro celebrities, like maybe Slime a little bit, but like not really. And then they had like their one star power, which was Ludwig, right? So they were like, okay, Ludwig, all you have to do is just show up, film for 2 hours, and we'll do the rest. And then the rest of the boys were incentivized to like make bonus content, film skits, schedule stuff, make merch, do all this stuff. Now you see, maybe you see where I'm getting at with this. Our podcast has 4 Ludwigs. You see? 4 Ludwigs. And then I'm the Zipper. And in a lot of situations, the Nick and the Aiden. And so it's just while there's all these things we should do and I want to do, and trust me, I want to do them. Trying to schedule 4 Ludwigs, I admit, I'll give credit where credit is due. Cutie is very good at like teeing up like bigger projects and helping out and stuff. And so like I will not discredit her. She's been amazing in that department. But she's still like a big streamer with a bunch of other projects and a busy ass schedule. You know, she does not her life isn't Fear Ed. The rest of the boys on The Yard, their life was The Yard besides Ludwig. I just have 4 Ludwigs, or like 4.5 Ludwigs if you want to fucking get technical. Or sorry, 3.5 Ludwigs. So just like, you know, that's why things happen a bit more slowly. But I'm trying. We're trying. If Hassan, imagine if Hassan didn't live next to the studio. Next to the studio? Bitch, Hassan lives in the studio. What's bro yapping about? I'm just yapping, I'm sorry. If Hassan didn't live in the studio, he'd be on half the episodes. That'd be... What does Austin do? He flies in to be on the show. What do you mean? And I'm being a little facetious. Like, I love them, and like I explicitly told them when they joined the show, when I was reviving the show, to Hassan and Will, and then eventually when Cutie and Austin joined, I explicitly told them, like, look, I don't want this to be a stressful thing for you. I want this to be fun for everybody. I want you to just show up 2 hours a week, be talent, and that's it. I'll handle the rest. So it's like I don't like set these crazy expectations and then they let me down. I'm like, you guys just show up and do whatever you want to do. Sorry. Big Blue Whale, thank you for the tier 1. Hey, March, Fear has been so much fun. Thank you, Burnsy. It's a great podcast. Thank you. We are hanging on by a thread. Some weeks it's a little scuffed. We're trying. But I think at the end, we've made something that, like, I'm proud of and that we can be proud of, So, and then thank you all, obviously, for watching and hanging out. What's this Lethal Company business? What's good with Lethal Company? Laundry is still here? Am I a Lethal Company player? I look forward to it every Monday. Oh, thanks. It's my comfort watch. I laugh all the time and rewatch and find other things to laugh about. That's so adorable. Holy shit. Holly Murderers, thank you for the 15 months. Welcome back, brother. You give off Ezra Miller vibes, but way more intelligent, calmer, and more interesting. Damn, that's fucked up. I know you meant it as a compliment, but I am not taking it as one at all. I'm taking that as a fucking insult. That made me want to end the stream. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just kidding, by the way. Not a fan of Ezra Miller? I thought the Flash movie was pretty good. TY March, without you, we would have no Fear Ann. That's true. That's very true. I mean, you might have some different version of it. I'd argue probably worse. I know what the people want. I know what people want. I know what's cool. I'm a tastemaker. Okay? Because I consume a lot of things that I think are cool. And then I put them into the show. And then people tell me that they're cool. That it's cool. And I'm like, look, I was right. And I just follow that. Love you, the work we've done makes me want to continue to improve on my editing. Oh, you got this. Your place looks like such a typical cool young guy apartment from a movie. Weird painting, vines on the wall, mirror in the corner with an instrument. Oh, there's not an instrument. No instrument in the corner. That's a plant, dog. Oh shit, this. Fuck. I thought you meant by the mirror. My bad. Fuck. Yeah, I got my plushies there. Holy fuck, I thought that was a doorway. No, that's me. It's me. I know it does work, but damn, took you a minute. I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry. These are really spicy. Fuck. The object permanence of a dog. How hard is it to start playing Lethal Company? Like, I have to download it. What's the learning curve? Is it steep? Is there a steep learning curve? What's the vibe? Other life update is I got really sick. Could you have Oppenheimer like up here on this one? That would be good. Were you ever a big boy? No, I've always been a fucking twig. This is the biggest I've ever been. It's very pick up and go. Another life update. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. I got really sick after TwitchCon, which is expected, right? A lot of people got sick. Con flu. I don't think I got COVID. But then like I got like this weird like congestion that just like would not go away. And it's been like a month now and I'm still congested. And so about like a week and a half ago, I was like, this is very concerning. I have no other symptoms, but like I am just so horribly congested all the time. What is happening? And so the doctor was like, oh, you might have sinusitis, so like take these antibiotics. And I was like, okay, cool. And so like I did my round of antibiotics and I finished them all out, still congested. So I went back to the fucking doctor 2 days ago and I was like, yo, like I lost my sense of smell now. Oh, and then all of a sudden I couldn't smell for like a week. I was like, I lost my sense of smell, still congested. I am very scared that this is just permanent. Help me. And he was like, he looked at my nose. He's like, yeah, like your shit looks fucked up. He's like, he's like, I don't think it's COVID though. He's like, I think you just have allergies. I was like, I've never had allergies before in my life. Like what? I've never had allergies before. And he's like, looks like allergies to me, dog. And I was like, okay, I guess you're the doctor. And so he fucking diagnosed me with Flonase, which is like a nasal sinus steroid. And so I've been taking that for 2 days, and I think it's getting a little better, and I'm getting my smell back. But like, can I just like get allergies? Like I can just develop them later in life. Yeah, that's what the internet was telling me. Loss of smell is literally a COVID symptom? Yeah, it for sure is. But loss of taste is as well, and I didn't lose my taste, just my smell. I'm 28 though. I've never had allergies. You're telling me I have it now? By the way, I did COVID test. Like a week and a half after TwitchCon. And I tested negative, but maybe I just like missed it and then started testing negative, and I just didn't test during the actual window where I would have been positive. So it could have for sure been COVID, but I never tested it positive. Yeah. Are they when I hit 30? Look, if this is allergies, man, this is what people deal with all the time. This shit fucking sucks. I hate this. I'm like very careful with Flonase. Your nose can get addicted and fucked up. What? So should I just not take it? Like what? What do I do? Gluten shit stuff messes up your whole shit. It can trigger allergies because it's a sign of upset in your immune equilibrium. True. My friend's favorite food is fish, and one day he had a fish taco and his throat started closing up. That could just happen. That's scary as fuck. Happened to me. I take an antihistamine every night now for dust allergies. Should I take like Zyrtec right now? What's going on? Hey March, how was the Madden show? I wanted to go so bad. It was fucking awesome. It was so good. I became lactose intolerant at 32. Shit changes and gets fucked up. Claritin. I randomly get eczema at 25. Randomly became allergic. Okay, you guys are scaring the fuck out of me. I don't remember. Yep, I don't remember the last time I had clear sinuses. What? You should rotate between nose sprays. So how long should I use the Flonase? I use generic Flonase from Target. Yeah, I just got generic Flonase from the pharmacy at the hospital. Coke helps with allergies. I mean, that might have gotten me into this mess, if I'm being honest. Take what the doctor prescribed. I've had the same thing going on this year. Pollen season has lasted like an extra 2 months here. Take an over-the-counter Gen 2 antihistamine. When you do the nasal spray, breathing slow if you can take... It's not working. When you do the nasal spray, breathing in slow if you can taste, it's not... Gluten sensitivity and allergies are both basically immune overreactions to stuff that should be harmless. If you decide to take allergy meds, try different ones because they're not the same. I got sent to an allergist and found that I'm allergic to grass, but started a treatment. It's like a weekly shot for a year that then slows down, but I haven't had problems in months. Soup care routine? I made soup. Afrin is the one that you get the boomerang effect on. I've never had the Flonase. So originally when I was congested, I started taking Mucinex like nasal spray, which is like an Afrin one. And that's what the doctor told me. He's like, yeah, you just boomeranged your shit super hard. And I was like, oh, fuck. But like, so that just made it worse, I think. Don't you know better than to ask Twitch chat for medical advice? What do you mean? You guys are all doctors. Take antihistamines when don't live off them or they stop working. Certain antihistamines work better than for certain people, so try that out. It's a steroid, I'm pretty sure. This one, the Flonase, yes, it is. We're all doctors now chatting. Bro's getting chat wash. Yeah, if you did the nasal spray right, if you taste it in the back of your... Oh, you know you did the nasal spray right if you did it taste it in the back of your throat. I see. Hey, I'm good at putting stuff up my nose. That's not a problem. The drip, yeah. Thank you for the follows, by the way. Also, thank you, Poly Murders, for the 15 months again. I've never gotten drip from Flonez. I get the fancy mixture though. Close my shades. I'm on the second floor. It's fine. Have you ever had IV medicine? Tasted plastic from the... Yes. I have. It's weird. These are so spicy. So yummy. Favorite Thanksgiving food? Probably bread stuffing, which sucks because I won't be fucking having any this year. Yeah, Hassan put me on. Hassan put me onto these. Yeah, I learned from Hassan to crush those chips in my Chipotle bowl. Me too. Can eat cornbread. Can I? Is that true? Can I eat cornbread? My sister has figured out a shitload of really tasty celiac food. Don't remember any of it though. Cool. Are these chips healthy? I mean, healthy-ish. And for 4 bags, it's $23. So I think you can see where I'm getting at here. Oh, I thought the Poke discourse was so funny because like $7. As somebody who has tried to shop for gluten-free stuff, like specifically for gluten-free cookies, $7 is like pretty standard what you'll pay at like a Whole Foods getting like gluten-free snacks. It's like pretty standard. So we were ripping at her for $7 pack of cookies. I was like, y'all have never been to a Whole Foods and it shows. I gotta wash my hands real quick. Whole Foods, more like whole paycheck. Good one. Japchae. Wait, is Japchae gluten free? Fuck, I love Japchae. That's awesome. It's good to know. Fun meeting you at Maddion. See you at the next You have the next virtual self show? That what BS means? There's never gonna be one of those. Why would you say that to me? But it was nice meeting you too. Are you the person who held up the phone to me and said, "Good work on the pod"? Was that you? Because that was super wholesome. Sorry you had to see me like that. I got fucking Giga Ultra trashed that night. It was my friend's birthday. Looks maxing guy. Do you have any thoughts on Cara Cara Bonito? I love Cara Cara Bonito. I saw them at Coachella a while ago. All right, let's watch this podcast. Yeah? Any podcast enjoyers? I just went back in the Fear Discord and realized people were asking me questions in there. Like, come to my chat and ask me. That's the whole point. Why I said I was going live. This song is so good, though. How do you cope with being the hottest and funniest person on Fear? It's really hard. It's really hard being the drippiest, most attractive person on Fear End. But I do it for you guys, so you're welcome. All right, let's watch this. Let's watch the most controversial episode we put out in, I don't know, since the last week episode, because Hassan is controversial. And then maybe after the podcast, we'll do some gaming, or I'll be too EP and I'll go to bed. One of those two. Here and. Oh, wait. I wanted to watch this video too. My friend Alvin's video. I watch this. This one's going to be fun. All right, we'll watch the podcast. Day in the life of Korean cafe owner, or the podcast? Crazy thing to say, Mako. Have you tried using a humidifier? No, but I probably should. All right, I'll watch the podcast. Dude, I had to, just off rip, by the way. So, for some reason, people seem to think that, I don't know what people think, actually. So I was going to the comments, and most of the comments are really nice because they're our viewers and stuff. So it's like, or funny, you know, like shout out to Will for turning himself into Pokemon for the episode. He's such a king. Like, that's funny, you know? Or Austin saying there's a lot of stuff he doesn't tell us his personal life, but 10 seconds earlier admitting to have a breeding. Like, a lot of the top comments, upvoted comments are funny. Like, we're never getting a new set, or they're nice, you know? But a lot of, I sometimes I read the comments as they're coming in just to see how the episode's doing and see if anybody says anything important. I don't read all of them, but just sometimes. And obviously with this episode, there was just so many fucking incelly awful comments, of course. And a lot of the reoccurring comments were like, can't believe they didn't ask Proki about her broke boy comment. Can't believe they didn't ask Poki about her broke boy comment. Oh my god, they're such fucking simps that don't even ask fucking Poki that, like, why she called her fan like a broke boy. I'm like, okay, bro, we filmed this on fucking Thursday. So after like the 50th comment that like I read like that, I was like, okay, maybe it's time. So I don't usually comment on our videos. I was like, I feel like I need to clarify this was filmed last week if that wasn't obvious. LMAO. I'm just like, And I just pinned that comment. I was like, and by the way, that did not stop people from commenting that, but it did reduce the number, which I just thought was funny. Which, by the way, can I just speak my opinion that nobody gives a shit about on the fucking Pokey Broke Boy comment? It's like, oh, fuck, what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Like that comment was like directed at one person, you know? And honestly, if you think about it, like people made the argument, they were like, it's so crazy for Pokimane to be saying that when she like built her like empire off the backs of these chatters. Like these chatters give you money. It's like, not really. Like if she was directing that at one super rude, like incelly dude who came to the chat, I don't think that guy was a Pokimane viewer or a Pokimane sub or a Pokimane ad watcher at any point in his life. Probably never donated to her. So like, no, I don't think Pokimane has made a cent off that person. So, and if that person comes in and just like is a fucking dickhead, you're like, hey, yo, just say you're a fucking brokey, bitch. And you just say it to them. I think that's fair game, personally. Like, if she was like blanket statementing to her chat, like, man, what the fuck, chatters? Like, if you guys can't afford $7, just say you're broke. That would be crazy. That's an insanely crazy thing to say. But for her to just like say it to one person, it's just like, yeah, fuck that person. Like, if like, is it mean? Sure, yeah, you could argue it's like it was a mean thing to say, but like, whatever. Like, if somebody comes into my chat and they're like, fuck you, like, you suck, and I'll be like, I'll ban them and be like, fuck you, asshole. Like, was that mean? Sure, but I think it's justified. Like, whatever. So people getting like so bent about that comment, I'm just like, people are silly. Well, I mean, obviously it all comes down to the same thing, right? People just want to hate on her because she's a woman, but whatever. Anyway, let's watch this episode.
Beautiful and natural.
There's
People
that
pay
Goon Mexing guy.
Literally.
a lot of money
I would pay
too.
to look like
Also, Chick-fil-A should be fucking paying us for how much free press we give them. I really wish we would put the bag maybe off the table or something. I feel like we intentionally put it front and center. Like it doesn't need to be there. It can be on the ground. This looks like a fucking ad for Chick-fil-A.
Tries to look like
What is
you
going
and
on?
fails.
I hate this. No,
She did it first,
There was
actually.
an episode that there was like this. There's this clip I just saw. It came up on my YouTube where I'm bragging about how I give good blowjobs, but I look like an actual trash goblin.
Anybody got
That
the
I'm
clip?
like, oh my god.
Who got the clip?
I didn't know.
Who's got that
Was it
clip?
on our podcast where you bragged about giving
Yeah.
good blowjobs?
Yeah.
I didn't even
And I
remember
was
that.
wearing like I dreamed this man. I was wearing the shirt with Aiden on it, and I just looked like homeless.
Wait, I wasn't there.
And I'm like, I'm a homeless
I
dude.
love how Austin's first reaction is like, "What? How was I not a part of this? This is ridiculous."
Bragging about head.
I
No, you
wasn't
probably
there.
just look like a freak. You know, like
No,
a freak
I
in the
look
sheets.
Classic.
No, it feels, bro. You just ordered Chick-fil-A. Why are you eating my Cheez-Its? You ordered an entire bag full of Chick-fil-A.
We
just
are
went to the
we
gym
are
now.
Yeah,
we are a minute and 5 seconds in. Austin is already a menace.
very hungry. Sorry to interrupt you, Hassan. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Fearan podcast with your
Austin's very
favorite
own.
host, minus one, who died of a tragic self-sucking accident. Will Neff, rest in peace.
Bro.
We'll miss him.
Joining
tradition.
us today is the queen, an icon. Some would compare her to Beyonce.
Beauty?
Well, a lot of people say that
I'm still
too.
homeless.
I would say that.
Pokimane, everybody. Oh my God. We're so happy to have you on the podcast.
Happy to
Thank
be
you so
here.
much for
Yay.
joining
No
us.
one
You guys are
clapped
such a
clapped
fun
except for
couple.
Austin and me, by the way. I clapped off screen.
Yeah, we just chill and fight and love.
Austin has been pretty consistent with the intros recently. He loves it. He just loves it too much. He loves it. He loves being the center of attention. He loves being in the spotlight. He loves all of it. I want to fucking kill him. He's like, no one asked him to do the intros. I'm not like, Austin, can you intro the show? I mean, it's great that he does it, but like, it's just like, he likes it too much, you know? Like, I'm just like, I love Austin and his intros are great, but like, it's just like, you like it a little too much, you know? We need a producer cam. I don't know when I'd cut to it. Thank you for the sub, though.
sometimes.
Steal each other's
Oh my
fucking
god,
food.
I watched an episode today because whenever I go on a podcast, I like to
I'm so sorry,
get
Pokey.
ready while
I'm so
watching
sorry.
the podcast.
Oh.
Keep going. Yeah, and the episode I watched, you guys talked about how you cried,
I did.
and I thought that was
New set, that won't happen. Just saying. Audio getting cut out like that won't happen.
I did.
like in
What she said is, you cried once.
a
We
way
made
you
him
guys
cry.
must
We
have
bullied
bonded
him.
so much.
No. We
She said you cried once.
made him cry.
Well, no,
by
Hassan
bullying
just
him.
stood there.
Okay, that's actually. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Hassan
wasn't sure
just
if
sat
I
there.
heard that right
Yeah.
because you said you guys made me cry, and I was like, is he talking about like comments or something? But it was actually you
No,
guys.
like they made me cry. Hassan just sat there while I was crying. Like,
It's not true. Okay.
So did I.
Okay,
I saw
they
that-
didn't. Okay, this is such a gross retelling of this story. But okay, Hassan and Cutie and Will did not make Austin cry directly. It was more so like, whatever. Who cares?
And then I made eye contact where we were like, I don't know what to do. And then Will hugged you.
Will was
Will's
the only one with
Oh,
empathy.
I'm so glad Will was there because I feel like he would really balance that
Hassan,
out. You know.
yeah, Hassan.
I don't know
was-
how to.
yeah.
I don't know how to deal with that kind of
He,
stuff.
he doesn't know how to deal.
Honestly,
with
same.
emotions, so he
Like
just sits there.
when there's like a death in the family, or if like a person I know has like a
Honestly, same.
like has someone pass away, I literally don't know how to console them.
Honestly,
So
same.
what do you do? Do you just stand there like,
That
How do you
sucks.
be like that? Because I kind of want to be like that.
I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Are overhead mics more expensive than these on-desk mics? You mean like a boom mic overhead out of frame? I'd say it's about the same price, maybe a little more expensive, but I don't know. It'd be weird if they were just like speaking into a room and like had nothing in front of them. It just doesn't feel very podcasty, I guess. I mean, there's a reason to do it. Like if you do it as like a backup, that's the smart thing to do. And in a traditional like professional set, you would do that probably, or it'd be a good safety net. Typically, the higher the production gets, the more safety nets you kind of put into place. As you can see, our operation here is, like I just described earlier, it's always hanging on by a thread, which is kind of like, a lot of the character in the show is some of the scuffness. It adds to the genuine fucking vibe and soul of the show in a lot of ways over the year. We lean into it and people like it. It's charming from what I've gathered, or maybe I'm coping.
Well, not
Did
in
you
regards
say
to the
that
deaths,
sucks?
but just in general.
oh, the
A
word.
little less in touch with my emotions, to be honest. I think would be nice.
I tend to say the wrong things in times of grief on accident. Like I.
The scuffness is what makes it Viran. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Thank you. Exactly. That's what I'm fucking saying. Is it a big mixer or one audio interface with 4 XLR slots? It's Hassan's audio interface that he uses for his stream that has 4 XLR slots, which is why it can't really be replaced or improved on. Okay, I'll give you a quick rundown of how this works. Every day, we show up to the podcast, usually on Sundays, right before we need to post on Monday. Already off rip, that's a crazy timeline. We should be doing this a lot sooner. We aren't. It's okay. Hassan has 2 computers at his desk that he streams from. He has his stream PC, and then he has his old stream PC. They're just right next to each other. Some of you guys know it as Big Red. His old stream PC, Big Red, is what we shoot the podcast on because it has all the cameras put into it. His new stream PC, he put one of the old cameras into, but not the rest of the cameras. So he has his main webcam that he uses on the new PC, but the old PC still has all the old cameras. So to shoot the podcast, we still have to use the old PC, which is fine. But we still use all the same gear. Same audio, same mouse, keyboard, monitors, everything. So every day, I go in on a Sunday, already panicking. He's still live. We need to shoot the podcast. The guests are showing up. Nothing is set up because he's still live, and I can't set anything up until he stops being live. He turns off the stream. I'm like, okay, timer starts. I now have 10, 15 minutes max to get this all swapped up and dialed in from nothing. Basically from no swap, like just fresh start every time. Or the guest is going to start being like, why am I here for like half an hour? Why am I here for an hour? That means very little time for audio check, very little time for camera adjustments, very little time for anything. I'm just like get them in, get them out, get swapped over. So when I tell you guys that, like, when I tell this to other producers of other podcasts, they're always like in shock. Like their jaws are dropped. The talent doesn't really see it like that. And granted, I mean, they appreciate my work and like they don't think I do a bad job or anything, but they don't really comprehend like the gravity of like how many moving pieces there are and how many points of failure there are in this set change every single week. Because I just do it and make it work, and that's what they're why would they know? They're the talent. They just show up and be like funny and entertaining, and then like that's it, and everything else just magically works. It's kind of how being talent works. When I tell this to other producers, they're just like, "What the fuck? Like, are you serious?" When I tell you that like I'm essentially being handed like a steaming pile of shit as far as like parameters to work and build a podcast out of, and I am turning that into a watchable, listenable, profitable product, I'm not exaggerating. That's because that's the situation. So anyway, that's why things are a little scuffed. That's why. Because I set all this up 10 minutes before you watched it.
Try to be
Like
supportive. Well, one time my friend, his mother died, and it was very sad. It was a very sad situation, but I don't even know if I should be talking.
Don't follow up with a butt.
You need to.
No, but like I put my foot in the. Okay, so
When he was about to tell his story, I thought he was going to tell the story of a previous episode that some of you guys might remember, where somebody said that like, or Cutie said that one of her friends or family members died, and they had the funeral in the football stadium, and he's like, "Did it sell out?" That's what I thought of immediately, but he didn't tell the story. But that was fucking hilarious. I appreciate the Monday uploads. I mean, I love the Monday uploads too. I think it's the best day to upload. I think it's where our audience has come to expect. I think with like rivaling or not like competitor, but quote unquote competitor podcasts in the space, like The Yard and Wine About It and Taking Eggs and stuff, it doesn't conflict on the upload date, so there's no like conflict there. I think it's a perfect day to upload. But I just wish we didn't shoot on Sundays. But you know, it is what it is. Sundays are the days we do it usually, and I'm flexible and I make it work. It's usually an all-nighter every single Sunday, but, you know, I can't complain. They pay me well. Or I get paid well, I should say. They don't pay me. I'm a co-owner of the podcast. I work for Fear and I don't work for them, so I get paid well, I should say.
he showed up to I kick myself every single.
Could you do a time lapse of that so that more people could appreciate it? Not really, but maybe.
Day that I think about this, but
I'm
one
gonna
time
kill you, Andre.
he
I'm gonna
showed up
kill
at
you.
my house on Mother's Day, and it was the same year that. And I opened the door, and I didn't expect him because it was very random, and I didn't know what to say, so I said Happy Mother's Day, and I had.
Oh my god.
And
It's not that bad.
That's not that
Wait,
bad at all.
What do you think about that?
I think it sucks. I don't think it's not like he doesn't hold it against you, but I think that's like
It's just like a. And they both looked at me, and I was like, oh. So what do you
just
guys?
a
I watch Fear on the Clock every Monday and it heals my soul. Thank you. And honestly, you just made me realize something that I didn't really put together until just this moment. I'm Himbo. Great name, by the way. If you think about it, Fear End is kind of an extension of Hassan's message, right? Like, this is very much like a Hassan coded show. I mean, he's like one of the main hosts on it. It started out as Fear and Molding with Will and Hassan. Like, a lot of this audience for Fear End is Hassan's audience. And Hassan's message is like very anti-capitalist, workers' rights, workers' welfare, like, which includes the better mental health of workers. And if Fear End on a Monday, after a weekend, after you get back to the capitalist slog of the week on a Monday, if Fear End can help alleviate that or make that a little bit better, isn't that just a part of the Hassan extended messaging universe? Fuck.
the first year.
It's just like, yeah, and it was like the first year, and I was like, oh.
But then it becomes funny.
I didn't mean to,
But
obviously.
at least it wasn't like right when she passed. I thought that's what you were.
No. I was.
How many
pretty,
months?
You know,
How many months had gone by since
like
the
probably
moment?
5.
What do you think?
That's tough.
That's rough.
It was the first Mother's Day.
that's
Yeah.
rough.
But it's the cost of your labor and your health. You're clearly dying. I mean, I have my dream job, and I'm very happy. So I'm when I complain, I'm it's like small beans compared to, you know. I used to work, like, I've worked in retail. I've worked in like normal jobs. Like, I'm aware. um Fear not being political is so great. I truly appreciate just friends coming together. Yeah. And it will be that way for the foreseeable future. The only time I can see Fear and being political is if like time goes by and like for whatever reason like the hosts like either don't want to do the show anymore or like can't do the show anymore or like die in a tragic airplane crash that we forced QD to go on, that Austin forced QD to go on, and Hassan took a different flight for some reason. And it kind of it becomes a show where it's Hassan and Will again, or maybe even just Hassan, and it kind of transitions into like his Joe Rogan experience. And then that's when we would just be like a guest space show, which would, I think we'd open that up to including like interesting political figures and political conversations and stuff. So that's the only time I can ever see Fear and like long term becoming political. But as long as it remains like kind of just the vibe of friends chilling, it won't be political. But I'm all for, look, I've told Hassan this. I'm all for like just being in it for the long haul. You know, we do this fun Fear and chapter for a few years, and then Hassan or people go off and do their different things and their different projects and get busy, and then we just make it the Hassan Joe Rogan experience, where he just sits across the table from somebody and like interviews them, basically. Interesting people, you know, from all walks of life. It doesn't have to be political. That could be cool, right?
First
Are
one's
you
bad.
trying to like wager how much of a piece of shit I was based on the time?
Oh, I know you're a piece
At
of
least
shit.
it wasn't intentional.
Yeah. At what point in the is it a
So you think Hassan is the one person who you really couldn't really have the show without? I mean, I think in its current iteration, we should have everybody. But I mean, yeah, I guess so. Just because like I feel like at its core, that's kind of how it started, Hassan and Will, and then not only that, but even when it was just Hassan and Will, like there was plenty of times where, I mean, like I feel like a huge chunk of our audiences are Hassan Nabi heads, so like it'd be hard to do the show without him for sure.
appropriate?
When is it appropriate to start making a joke?
You can't until your parents die.
Okay.
You can't make dead
Fair.
parents until you have one.
Okay.
Fair.
Very
It's a
fair.
rite of passage.
So once you have, it's like okay, it's like
Yeah.
I
Then
worry
when you're an
about-
orphan like me.
it's
then
like
yes.
both your parents are dead.
Well, my dad only calls me for help, but
Oh, so it's like kind of like
Emotionally.
it's like repurposing.
Is that wait?
like,
Is that work that way? Like when your parent passes away? I mean, it's tragic, of course, but when that tragic thing happens and you're like, let's
start
say,
singing, "The
50
sun
I
will
love
come
the get
out
ready with me mid
tomorrow."
podcast.
yeah, when you're like 55 years old and when your dad passes away and your mom passes away, like, are you still considered?
Yeah,
an
you're
Why did he
orphan.
laugh like that? I don't know.
You can
see
get
what
you
you
can get
use.
scholarships. This is just what was
You
sent
can
to me
get
for
scholarships?
free, Pokey.
I love
This
it.
is not. This is
I use
bad.
a lot of.
To be fair, Fear and Malding rarely broke 100K views on most episodes, and that was Hassan focus as well. Other than dynamic, I think the new dynamic for sure helps a lot, and I think it definitely has been a great like addition. I think if you look at our first like 30 or 40 episodes or whatever, however many episodes it was where it was just Hassan and Will, that at its core is still Fear and Malding, but it still would get hundreds of thousands of views. And the only thing that changed was how it was shot and how it was published, which is also and the community building around it, which were all things that I like thoughtfully did. So like oh god. The old thumbnails for Fear and Malding were fucking horrible. What Cast Media was doing was a war crime. Like I should pull them up, and maybe I will later. I need to find them, but they were bad. They were so trash. Off rip, that's enough for people to like not want to click. Thumbnails are like so important. So already just switching up the thumbnails to being like showing the pictures of the boys that week plus their guest, huge. And then on top of that, the titling, like mentioning like Hassan and Will in the titles for SEO purposes, mentioning the guests in the titles. Those two things are like enough to help you get into the YouTube algorithm. And once you're in the algorithm, it's crazy. Beyond that, there was no social media or Discord that existed for the podcast. So that was also something that I I created and like what's the word? I'm championed, I guess. So I made a Twitter account where our fans can interact with us, mainly me, actually only me, but it would like help promote us to like Twitter, then a Discord where people could like go hang out if they were like hardcore fans, stuff like that. All those things together, like the difference between like cast media uploading an episode with a dog shit title and a dog shit a copy pasted thumbnail that was like really ugly at random hours, and that's it. They would just post it on YouTube and like that was their promotion. All like is like that video is dead on arrival, but like a good thumbnail, a good title, and then tweeting out to your core audience, posting notifying your core audience on Twitter and Discord is enough for that, like enough people go watch the video in the first hour, and then YouTube's algorithms like, oh look, this video is like doing okay, let's push it out to more people, and then that's what gets all the views. That's typically how it works. So, but you're right that like, you know, it's a snowball effect, and then adding the new dynamic and the show finding its kind of like identity and its soul, like all those things help to like build it. So yeah. But Fear End off as soon as the first 5 episodes of the relaunch was already leagues better and getting hundreds of thousands of views, mainly because like I came in and like was the architect of like how this should look.
Charlotte Tilbury.
I mean,
too.
I like Charlotte Tilbury, but I also have just garbage in there.
You got eyeliner?
No, I used eyebrow.
Yeah, the intro is just stock footage.
What are you
I'm
wearing?
gonna. We have shot some of our own B-roll in the past for the intro, and I'm gonna shoot more coming up. But yeah,
His jacket.
It's like a dress and like a
She looks like she's ready to host
Yeah,
the
what the
streamer awards,
fuck?
actually.
She looks
I'm
fabulous.
going
She
through
does.
it.
What is
okay?
this? What is this sexy ass shit you got on?
I just want
Slutty.
to.
Still wet. Oh, it's them
what is Hassan saying right now?
She's in her
It's-
redemption.
And you
era,
still
her
look so good.
reputation. You're just being nice.
No. Listen, I think we need to have, what do you call them? An intervention.
Oh God, the mic.
I want to be
Fix
like,
the
like-
mic!
No,
Uh
no.
oh.
Which mic did you lose?
The one Austin is
Wait.
currently touching.
Wait. Wait.
The one.
You need me to read.
Austin's mic is cursed because of who he
Unfortunately, I don't think Unfortunately, I don't think the new set will have any broken mics, but maybe.
is.
He also touched it.
Can you talk into it?
Hello.
Okay.
Okay. I think we need to have an intervention because you've gone too long being delusional
Agreed.
about how like baseline hot you are.
Yeah, literally.
Wow.
Because listen, everybody can learn how to do makeup and dress, whatever. Your baseline features, top 5%.
I think if I
Literally.
lost
Seriously,
20
That's nice.
pounds, we could be there.
Cutie, my
we
mom.
would not be able to tell.
My mom said, "Who is that? She's gorgeous."
Right?
I'm serious. I'm not even kidding you.
My mom does that every
I'm
time.
holding your hand to infuse
It won't
these
work.
thoughts
Every
into
time you
you.
walk
don't
in
have-
through the
I
door,
can't-
my
I don't
mom
have
says
feelings.
that.
That
She's
I'm
like,
pretty.
"Who is that woman?"
That's not true. Your mom. It's not. I hope she doesn't do that.
She's like, "Why is she here?
I hope she
And did you pay her?
Is
You
she
want to
all
show
right?"
up in this outfit? He's like,
How much is
come
that?
on. How much is she?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's grilled chicken. I'm so rude. I started eating.
Oh, I thought it was something.
Fucking
No. I got your nuggets.
Thank you.
Wait, you got other people? You got her food?
He also called me for food.
Do you want to have some
I
of mine?
asked
I only
Hassan.
got it because I felt bad if everyone else was gonna eat, and I was not gonna eat. I got nuggies.
I love
and
homophobic
fries.
chicken.
This stream was brought to you
Ooh,
by
yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
What was it? No, it wasn't.
We're homophobic.
They're not paying us. Don't say that. Ah!
Yeah, a little bit.
We're doing BDS, but when it comes to homophobia, we're like supporting extra
I-
hard.
I have a gross sore on my hand. Nobody look at it.
I'm not looking at
I was
it.
What's
mostly
it
talking to
from?
Pokey.
I looked
Um,
immediately.
I know, because you touched my hand and then I felt bad. And I'm like, she's going to think I have hand herpes.
Thank you for the
And
gifted
now I'm
sub.
eating it.
I'm not
Dub
doing it.
47.
What was that?
Uh-oh.
I don't
know
know
what
what
that
that
was.
was. I don't know.
And then start just to test.
We good to keep going?
That's good.
Yeah.
Marsh, I'm
Is my
sending,
mic okay here?
Yeah, you sound great.
Beautiful.
I'm sending you drama.
Drama.
Oh, we have
we
drama
know?
to talk about?
Yeah, he's going to pull up the drama.
It's our Thanksgiving episode. I was going
Say
to talk about
more.
what we were thankful for, too.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes out
When's Thanksgiving?
Monday.
A week from today.
Dreamers.
Oh, okay.
What day of the week is Thanksgiving?
Thursday.
Thursday. That was the most
Always.
un-American thing I ever heard in my
By
life.
the way, Hassan,
What a random day.
your bathroom is great lighting.
Good point. I
Did
almost
you
had a
take
retort, but I
naked
didn't.
photos in my fucking bathroom?
My shirt
Can
was
we
off,
see
My
them?
shirt was off, but I did take one or two.
For Twitter or for
You
others?
defiled my bathroom with your nudie pics?
No, they weren't nude, but like they
Did
were.
you send them to someone who's responding to you currently?
Yeah, but
Excited.
what's wrong with that? Look here. Look, your lighting was hitting. Look at.
My God.
I want to
I wanna see.
If you're gonna share, just send it to Marsh.
Damn! You look
You
like
have
you
to-
Can I
shared
share
it
that on
every
the?
day.
Can I put that on the podcast?
You can put that on the podcast.
All right.
Send it to
You
Marsh.
want your bathroom on the podcast?
I want to know what is in the background.
Okay. Here.
If there's anything in the background that's,
What would be in the background?
I don't know, like drugs and
Hassan, no,
stuff.
you're not that
Drugs.
cool. Hassan has a Karma
I
Putra.
can. We can blur it
book
later. I'll
in his
send it to you
bathroom.
later.
Oh, there's my downstairs
What's-
bathroom, yeah.
I just
Karma-
stopped.
karma-
What is that?
Kama
Karma-
Pooptra, like Kama Sutra, but for pooping.
He's like a 70-year-old woman.
I didn't.
Oh yeah,
buy-
chewing the mic. Well, before I'm gonna punch anyone chewing the mic during the pod, one punch or a bite. Who's gonna tell Cutie that Hassan chews nicotine gum every second that he's awake on this fucking earth?
buy it myself. Someone sent it to me in my PO box.
But
I have
Oh,
a
it's the same
Vladimir.
thing.
I have a Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
Like
God.
smell thing too. But
By the way, your bathroom is falling apart. I like
So
turned
funny.
off the water and the handle came off. I like grabbed the faucet.
2.7 mil by the way.
And it was like, yeah. And it like
That's LA.
I
homes
pulled
for
it
you.
off. I was like, what the hell is going on? But hey, what's the drama? Sorry.
Well, we have to look at your nude photo. Marsh is
Oh.
gonna pull it up.
I did. Actually, Marsh.
Drama.
I
It looks
did. Is it
really
not
good.
sending? Yeah, there you go.
I was wrong. He did send it to me.
Look, there you go.
sometimes drugs have like addresses on it. That's why I was trying to figure out.
Look,
Whoa.
not, I'm trying to get
You
back
look
into
extra
shape.
ripped in that.
I'm trying to get a little bit,
Oh, like I feel
It-
like you've been looking ripped.
He
Uh-huh.
is ripped,
but I just did an arm workout.
Yo, let me get that Chick-fil-A sauce. I want to dump it in there in a little bit. Thank you.
Welcome.
All right, Pokey, what's the drama?
okay.
Or Poke.
I could tell you.
My drama.
The drama's
is Pokey. The drama's Pokey.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
As per usual.
Uh huh.
Mhm.
Pull up this message I received from Binance.
Mm.
It says, it's a note from Pokey that says, "Hi, Cutie and Lud. I hope you enjoy these cookies and gift. Keep killing it with all the amazing events and
How did she
everything.
get your box?
Much love, Pokey." And I said, "Give me my cookies, Binance." So I
Maybe
think it's
you'll
drama.
get hers.
Maybe we'll see what happens.
I hope
But
so.
I'm pissed.
Damn.
No, we
that's
actually-
why. That's
we
why
have
I
them here.
didn't.
I brought you guys. some
Oh,
if
you
wanna
did?
try. Yeah.
No, that's mine. I asked for it.
I'll have one. Let me eat
So
one.
Pokey has, for those that are wondering, Pokey has a new cookie brand. Why don't you talk about it, Pokey? Because you're better at it than me.
All I saw about your cookies, because
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get any, Shroud took them,
Mm-hmm.
was I saw you tweet out and I was like, that's exciting that Pokey's doing cookies. I didn't expect that,
Right.
by the way. Least expected thing.
Yeah. So many people were like, skincare.
That's what I was thinking you would do.
Yeah.
Because you have both, you're good at both of those things.
What, making
Thank
cookies?
you.
You did you not know? Or like hair care.
No.
Could you imagine?
Right.
Oh,
But I
dream.
think my issue is that I just didn't feel like I had anything innovative or any ideas
Anything
to
to
bring to
add?
that industry.
I see.
Yes, I feel like everything's been done in those industries. So
I'd
What I
beat up
think
some gluten-free cookies right now. I'm not gonna lie. Not an ad.
snacks that both didn't have a bunch of random weird ingredients, but still tasted good as hell, and that's what we made. Period.
I'm excited. It's gonna be the first time I've ever tried your cookie. Can we try them now? Mm-hmm. And what are
I'm
they
nervous.
called?
I've never been with people as like at least not on camera as they've tried it the first time.
Well, we'll pretend either way.
Check your PayPal. No,
Mi-
but I have
Don't worry.
gotten
Mina?
yes.
Mina
I
cookies.
yeah, mine is a kind of bird. So that's
Oh,
our
I
little
was going to
mascot.
ask you what
Yeah,
the name was.
cute
It's a
little
little
thing.
dessert. What flavor is
Before we
this?
give you any cookies, I didn't really
Midnight
ask for any.
cookie.
I didn't ask for any.
Is that
They're
the
like
only-
dark chocolate.
And you're going to do more flavors.
I have to pee. Sorry, give me
Oh,
one second.
not
Monday?
just cookie flavors. That's the
Oh,
thing.
oh,
We're not
she's
just
leaking?
launching
She's
cookies.
leaking?
Like we're just doing snacks.
Mm.
There are so
Oh,
many snacks
wow.
I want to
That's
make.
cool.
Especially a spicy snack.
Yeah.
Like a spicy healthy one, and then like
Ooh.
a salty savory one. Have you guys tried all dressed chips?
That's good.
Oh, you like
I'm
them?
serious because it's got a dark
Right?
chocolatey
But it's not-
punch.
Mhm.
But it's
It's
not
not
too much.
too sweet.
And if you add that with milk, because it's a healthy cookie, right?
Yeah.
If you put milk with that cookie,
So good.
you won't even realize that it has less calories.
Mm-hmm.
I'm serious.
There's 7
That is
for 140 calories.
that is amazing. Okay, that's legit. You're gonna have. I live.
You have QVC.
I will say. Oh shit, my jacket fell. I will say, I don't even know Pokey like that. Like we've like we've hung out in mutual friend circles, and she's always been very nice to me. Whatever. I have no fucking dog in this fight though. But I will say, if Pokey brought all dressed chips to America on a large scale, that would be a monumental W for all American citizens.
See your voice on right now.
What do you
I
mean,
love
PDT
it.
boy?
Yeah. Okay,
Check your
I'm
PayPal.
trying
You're
it.
just
I'm
mad
trying
that there's
it.
a successful woman in the room, okay?
Are you saying
He's
Cutie's
not
not
the
a
only
successful
one.
woman?
Oh my God, that's not what I
I'm
meant.
not.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I'm
I
not.
put my foot in my mouth so much.
That's
I'm
so
sorry.
fucked up.
Cutie.
All dressed
I'm
chips are
not.
so good.
Cutie, you are a successful woman.
We talked about net income the other day when we were taking our nearly nude photo shoot, and Will was like, "I made this much last year," and that's how he talks. And then Austin was like, "I made this much last year," and I was like, "Sheesh, I'm poor."
I'd be so interested in.
If Cutie thinks she's poor, wait till she finds out how much money is in my bank account. Which, by the way, is more than I've ever had in my bank account in my life.
And you guys don't want to share?
Well,
Yeah.
what I think is
And I'm living good right now. I'm chilling.
awful, Pilky, there's such it was just
I didn't mean that. That wasn't a Vegas
just think that
reference,
women
but
need
that
to be paid
too.
more. That's
I'm
what I think.
dissecting this cookie.
It's true.
I think women need to be paid more, and I think there's a massive.
I think the girls
brave.
and the gays both, actually.
I think there's a massive
What
wage
about
gap.
straight white guys?
Dude, I had gluten last night for the first time in like a week because my girlfriend and I were ordering sushi, and I was weak. I was weak, and I got stuff that had eel sauce on it, and I used soy sauce, and I said, "Fuck it, cheat meal, don't care." And my stomach is fucked up right now.
Guys.
No,
Dude.
I think we need to murder
Cookie,
them.
tell me. I think you guys did something genius here.
What?
So if you guys don't know, from a pastry chef, me, that
You have celiacs? I just have a
these are very
really
similar to the texture
hard
of Oreos.
intolerance.
I don't know.
Not celiacs, though.
Feedback?
I
Yeah.
have.
It's very similar to texture of Oreos. In Oreos, the cream filling, a lot of people don't know this, it's just vegetable shortening and sugar. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
Yep.
And in this, the cream filling, I'm assuming, is coconut oil and coconut sugar. Is that, yeah. Yeah, and it's very smart. It's a really smart way to do it because those things are both good for you. Way better than vegetable shortening.
This
But-
is what I mean.
Yeah, that's genius.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you
very
very
smart.
much.
That's actually a way that when I was a pastry chef, we would use like whenever we made vegan. I mean, vegetable shortening is vegan, but usually people would,
Okay,
a little
guys,
nicer and
I'm
we
gonna
use
let this
oil.
play.
It's
I have to go use the bathroom and
it
shit
is
my brains
plant-based,
out real
because
quick.
normally coconut oil won't hold. Like it's much softer. It's much softer than Oreo, which you can like see.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
Why vitamin D?
Because.
Because you need it, Hassan.
Come
You don't go
on
out in the sun.
now. Get your blood work, then we'll talk.
Yeah, exactly. What
No,
is
but
that?
that was actually the one thing that I personally requested. I was like, hey, can we maybe put some kind of functional benefit like vitamin D, even if it's just a little. It's enough to be considered like a good source of vitamin D as a snack, which is nice. But I just know, not just gamers, but I mean we're all on our screens a lot, and we're
Yeah.
probably all kind of deficient in vitamin D.
How
So
much vitamin D is in it?
in
A
check.
lot.
Those are
A
great.
good source
Those are
is
really
like
great.
I think 15 to 20% of your daily, something like that.
Pokey, those are
It'll
genuinely
say.
good. I would
I'm
tell
glad
you.
you guys like
I
them.
would
You
tell
can
you.
tell me
Yeah.
if they're like, okay.
I would
And
tell you.
to be honest, obviously like a cookie or any kind of snack, it's not maybe for everyone's taste palette, right? Like some
Yeah.
people might not really like sweet.
But there's different
Totally
flavors.
fine.
Not yet.
Someday,
Right.
someday.
Oh, there's not
That's
different
so
flavors
We're
yet.
in the lab
Interesting.
cooking.
Okay, gotcha,
Not yet,
gotcha.
not
Okay.
yet.
So how does
Well,
the
I'm glad you
process
guys like
work? Do you like what are you contributing in this? And I'm asking very
Absolutely
bluntly.
nothing. No, I know. I'm kidding.
Because I'm genuinely just curious. Like
So, when I say this was 2 years in the making, I mean the ideation, the market testing, the branding, the putting together the team of people that we're working with in order to bring this to life, and then finding the right CEO. That took a hot minute.
yeah.
Yeah, and that happened almost a year ago. And then I've been involved like every step of the way in the sense of I need to be part of the final decision-making process of every step we take, whether that's the branding, whether that's the website.
Smart.
And then once we started working with the CEO, I told her my goals and hers, making sure we're on the same page. And then I taste test everything, and I tell them I like this, I don't like that. Can we add this? Can we change that? Blah, blah, blah. Basically, every
Yeah.
little thing,
I was
even
curious, like-
contractually, it's like, because also I don't want to wind up in a situation where I'm forced to push something I don't
Yep.
like.
Yeah.
So contractually,
Yeah.
I'm like, I need final say in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Makes
the
sense.
biggest thing.
Very smart.
Like I said, since I used to be super into food, that's why I was interesting. Like,
still
if
are.
you well, yeah,
We're
but
still good at food.
I
Hella
barely,
good.
I don't very stream very much anymore. But yeah. So I was curious
Relatable.
what you do for
You get
the
that dip.
like
Let me get you one.
for the food thing. But that's you taste test everything and then you
Oh,
give
yeah.
feedback. And do you guys have like a higher? Is this Darcy person the hired like chef?
So she's not necessarily the chef, but she has 20 years of like food CPG
Oh, it's
industry
like food
experience.
scientist?
Yeah, she worked at Kellogg's, Noosa, Planterra.
Wow, that's so
She's done like
interesting.
startup foods, everything. Yeah.
Sorry
And she's-
for picking
she's
your
really
brain
cool.
on like
No,
the
it's
back end
okay.
stuff. I don't know if it's interesting to anybody else. But
No, please. I'm glad I have.
Oh, God.
For these questions from the perspective.
I'm
of someone
back.
who's, like, just curious and asking.
Sorry.
And not some random incel on Twitter. So.
All right,
Yeah, I am
now that
curious
we
now.
now that we got through the background,
I feel a little
let's
better.
talk about the drama.
Drama alert.
The streamer doesn't
Yeah,
think
of
of content.
course
Just
there's
sad.
drama. What do you mean? Is there drama?
Never wash hands. No, never.
What is the drama about? How could there be drama over a fucking cookie?
Do you guys?
It's a cookie.
Do you feel lighter now? Yes.
You forget this.
Well, there's that.
Not to be like
There's that. Cookie has a lot of haters.
Loki does have a lot of haters.
That is true.
We share a lot of haters.
True.
But
Oh my
You know,
goodness.
actually, sometimes I think of
I'm
Hassan
gonna-
in an inspirational way. Where I'm like, he really does not give a fuck. How can I learn to not give a fuck?
Yeah.
You know?
we just get numb to it after a while. But
I don't know.
what ended up happening is immediately they found another cookie that looks similar, I think. I don't know what the exact details are, but they were saying that you had yoinked this other cookie and slapped.
Cutie asking thoughtful, relevant questions to the guests actually started to make this seem like a regular podcast. Yeah, thanks. Thank you, Cutie. We need the thing is like, there's always somebody that needs to put the podcast back on the rails. Like we really truly are the ADHD podcast, and it switches. Like whoever does that, like the role switches constantly. Like usually I'd say it's Will or Austin that like fucking put us back on the rails and ask. But like there are plenty of times when Will's out of it, Austin is out of it, Zahn's out of it. Like somebody has to put us back on the rails. Sometimes nobody puts us back on the rails and we're just all over the place, full ADHD. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
The
I know,
Mina
but yes.
name on it, and that you were upmarking it or something. So go
Called
ahead.
white labeling.
Address the
Which
drama.
also, by the way, I just want to say, if you were white labeling, bitch, have you bought any merch from any streamer ever? It's all white labeled. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
What do you
so
mean? I'm sourcing
You're
that shit
making it
myself.
that yourself.
True.
Sewing it
Sure.
with your
Sew it.
Yeah.
Sew it.
Goddamn
Right now in
hands.
front of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
He pays his workers very well. They all have health benefits, right, Hassan?
Union
Bro.
shops, baby.
That's right.
Anyway.
That is actually true.
Sorry. So let me explain. I launched the cookie. The name, Midnight Mini Cookie. Midnight Cookie, by the way, is like a dress term. It's like 2% milk or like wheat bread. It's like you cannot trademark that word.
It's like a chocolate chip cookie. A midnight
Yes,
cookie.
it's
Like
a-
I could go bake a midnight cookie
Yes.
for the record.
Thank you.
I didn't know that.
So
I actually didn't know that. They. Okay, hold on. I need to take a quick detour here. You see what this clown ass is doing.
Yo, we got a hive.
What are you doing? Andre, play your
Did
game.
anybody hop across yet or no?
Play your game.
Tired boss.
Get out of here. Okay?
Help! Help! I think that was a bracken.
Perfect, we're good. Door hydraulics are at 60%. Why are the door hydraulics going down?
Dude, honestly, who the fuck cares about fear and? I'm sick and tired of you guys asking me about fear and this, fear and that. Dude, I'm my own fucking person, man. Alright? I'm fucking bigger than them. I'm bigger than them. I'm my own fucking man, dude. That's why I'm starting my own podcast. It's called
Take the landing.
Fear and, but we're gonna use
Alright,
The whole word.
We've already done that.
I didn't remember the
What's crazy is
electrical power.
he listens to the game he's playing, all the people he's playing with, me in his headphones, and probably 2 other streams, and talks to his chat. I just don't understand how he does that. Like that's true ADHD. All right, back to the show.
People found these really, really old images of a product that looks similar to ours and has the same name, Midnight Mini Cookie.
His brain is
Thing is,
broken.
we work with the same manufacturer, so we were aware of that product. It no longer exists, and it existed for one sample batch, and it was like sold at a Costco months and months and months ago. And they didn't want to use that recipe anymore. So when we started working with
Excuse
this
me.
manufacturer, we taste tested a bunch of stuff of theirs, but when I tasted, well, it was an older version of these. I was like, these are the ones that I like the most. So we took that recipe and we refined it a lot. Like whether it's where like a certain ingredient is being sourced, or the type of flour mix that we're using, or the quality, or whether it's organic or not. All these little details to improve the ingredients list and add vitamin D and make all these changes, blah, blah, blah.
Sorry.
And we refined it and came out with our own version.
And this is delicious.
Can I ask you?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've.
Oh, wait, I just want to add, by the way, like about 80% of the food you see on shelves is white labeled.
Yeah.
You know, we're not,
Yes.
these cookies were made 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So they're like fresh batch. People, I think, were misled into thinking it was some kind of scam where I'm taking these cookies and putting my packaging on. It's not like that at all. They're entirely different.
That's insane.
Aside from the name and like the similar
That's
type of
also
cookie,
more
and
work.
we're working with the same people.
It'd be so much work to take those
Yeah.
cookies and depackage them and put your.
I know. Anyways, I hope that clarifies, because I know, like, explaining the behind the scenes of this kind of business, like, people obviously don't know these things.
I think it's fascinating.
I think so too. I really do.
Andre has
I just don't
secret
like that
hands.
people try to frame it as a scam where I'm like, then every company out there is scamming you. Like,
Yeah.
we cannot own a whole manufacturer
Yeah.
that makes a bunch of recipes. That would be like insane.
There's such an aside, but people not realizing that you can contract the same manufacturer's factory as another brand and get entirely different products. His quality drives me nuts. Yeah, I mean, I can't speak to that because that's just outside of my realm of knowledge. I don't know shit, but I'm not gonna like pretend to know and like make absolute statements. Like I said, I'm not like a pokey defender. I have like no fucking dog in this fight. Like we have a lot of mutual friends, and like I've run into her here and there, and she's always been very nice to me, so I have no reason to dislike her. But I also have no reason to like put my neck out there or like use kitty gloves when talking about her. But like, I mean, it just feels like something that's not that big of a deal getting turned into a big deal because, I mean, I can only assume because she's a woman on the internet and people fucking hate women on the internet. I mean, maybe people like don't love her content or don't love her personality, and that's a different thing. But to like come at it with such vitriol is crazy. And I'm just like, bro, this seems like out of nowhere.
Money.
But I'm
That
also like not surprised because people do the same thing with Hassan, for example. I mean, like, dude raises $1 million for Palestine, and people are like, "Wow, you're a terrorist." So it's like, okay.
would be like top 500 fortune company kind of money. So
What is, and you might not know these answers, and it's, if you don't know the answer, just whatever. How do you get sustainably sourced palm oil? I've never heard of that ever.
I know. Like, I've watched documentaries about palm oil. and
Yeah,
this and
Maya's my best friend, so I'm always like,
that.
wait a second. Yeah. So I saw that and I was like, oh, that's sick.
I should ask. I don't know the details. I just know that it's sustainably.
Cutie's food knowledge is insanely impressive. Yeah, I always forget about that actually. But she knows her shit, which isn't surprising, like given like her background and stuff. But like, it's just, I feel like she doesn't whip that out, at least not on our podcast, because she has no reason to, as much as like she should. But it's very fascinating to. I mean, I love hearing anybody talk about something that they know very passionately and like very intimately and intrinsically. So her with like anything food and like baked goods related is always really interesting to hear because it's like she articulates and talks about things that my brain doesn't even consider.
Okay, so you got to learn.
Which was really important to me too. 'Cause
Yeah.
when I was reading through, I was like, palm oil. Hold up.
Yeah.
It was like, no, it's sustainably sourced. So yeah, I
Okay.
should look into that
Yeah.
so I can share with people.
That'd be hype. I'd
Yeah.
love to learn about that. That's very cool.
Thank you for bringing your cookies, Pokey.
Yeah.
Thanks for
They're
tasting
delicious.
them.
Where can they
I
get
did not
them?
want to do this hashtag ad.
Oh, I did.
I just wanted you guys to.
I told her,
enjoy
I said,
the
bring the cookies. We're doing
I
an
know.
ad. And
Yeah.
you're
How many
not
of these
paying us
cookies do
shit.
you have at your house?
I have
I knew it.
Ziploc bags this big.
And you only
like
brought
2
one?
pounds. Well, do you guys want more? You're all getting some.
Yeah,
Except
I
he
got
didn't fill
some.
out the form. So
Yeah, of course Hassan didn't fill out the form. He never responds to my texts.
it comes
Classic.
with
Shroud
a
took mine.
Stanley Cup too.
Actually, you know what? You've gotten better at responding to text messages recently, Hassan.
Thank you.
True.
Never not
Yeah.
Hassan did answer my phone call the other day at like 8 p.m. when I called him. It actually only rang once and he answered it. It's like he was holding his phone, doom scrolling Twitter, which he probably was. And I called him. And I was like, oh, hey, I didn't think you'd answer this fast. So give me a second to collect my thoughts here. But then I asked him to do something I was like, go to this link, fill out this info. It's really important. It's something podcast related. It needs to get done. And then he didn't do it. So fuck me. I guess I'll just kill myself.
Actually, when I call Hassan, he almost always answers my call. Almost
you.
always.
That's nice.
Almost always.
So why did you start off by complaining about him?
Well, I just like to make him look bad. But like most of the time he answers my calls. Rare 50-50 on the text. If I call him,
Are y'all actually friends? It's more a cool boss type relationship. Well, I would consider Hassan my friend for sure. But are we like hanging out on the weekends? No. But that's because Hassan doesn't fucking leave his house. But like when we go out and travel, like we're boys, When we're in the same place, normally because he has to be there, because if it was up to him, he would never leave his house. But when we're in the same place, like we're boys, yeah. Like I consider him a friend, yeah.
before like 10 a.m. always that's the best time to reach Hassan is between the hours of
He
7
has all
a.m.
this-
Take us on to a rave. I mean, I've been at an underground warehouse rave with Hassan in Japan, and it was a ton of fun. So it was the one night in our Japan trip that he actually like went out, and Will and I got him fucked up, and we had a blast, and he had an amazing time.
and
Data,
10
I love
p.m.
it.
Right, at 10 a.m.
When I have clients like that, I make them give me permission to basically impersonate them when necessary. I still verify when it's beyond. Specifically, the thing I needed him for was something I couldn't impersonate, which is why it was difficult. Are you coming to Australia? That's the plan. Currently, okay, you guys want some leaks? You guys want some fucking leaks? Here's the special leaks that you get just for being in my channel, okay? Currently, the list of people who have agreed to come on the podcast. No date confirmed, but it should be in the very near future, within the next month to month and a half, ideally. Currently, the list right now is Michael Reeves, Kaide, Stavros, and RDC World. The boys from RDC World. Probably just like one or two of them, depending on who wants to come on. And then also the plan is to, within the next 4 months, I'd say, maybe like 5 months, is to do an Australia trip and then podcast with Boy. And I did a thing. And then also the Cold Ones boys. And then also go to Japan again. The traveling, I feel like, is probably less like hard confirmed because getting people to travel is hard. But the guests I'm working actively on, and that should be the lineup that we get from like late November into all of December. In a perfect world. Okay? You heard it here. Beer and leaks. I leaked it on my fucking stream because you know what? Look, everybody you see on the screen right now, they're already gajillionaire fucking streamers with giant streams and platforms and stuff. Why can't I get a little bit, huh? So now you get a little. I get some stuff to share on my stream, okay?
After
He knows the strat.
after he gets off the stream, it's
Dude,
a little
Bill
dicey.
Burr on the podcast would be awesome, but I feel like the whole time he'd be like, "Why the fuck am I here?"
I'd say it drops from 100% to like 70-30. He's gonna answer your
Depends,
call.
yeah.
When is the new pod room supposed to be done? The pod room will be ready to be filmed on by next episode. This next episode that we're gonna film. The thing is, and I talked about this earlier in the stream, so I'm just gonna repeat myself real quickly. The thing is, because it's a holiday and people are traveling, there's a chance that someone won't be able to make it. Like Will is visiting family and Cutie's visiting family. Um, Hassan, his family's coming here, I think, and then I don't know what Austin's plan is. So I'm assuming, like, maybe some people won't be back from traveling, and I don't think we'll want to use the set unless we have everybody there. But maybe we will. So the set will be ready and good to go to shoot an episode on this week if we want to do it. But I don't want to promise we'll do it because there might be some logistical reasons that don't line up with the creative reasons that we don't do it. But it's coming, okay? It's real, I promise.
And then no way he's responding to your text after a certain time.
Really?
Yeah, is that true, Hassan? Did I accurately describe it?
After 10, you're not.
I'm so excited for the Michael Reeves episode. Me too. I've been bugging him a lot to come on. I fucking love Michael, so he said he'd do it. It's just a scheduling thing.
You asleep?
And it's also hard because it's the holidays right now, so everybody's like fucking out of town. Any pick leaks for us for the set? I can leak one.
Give me a call.
When I call you.
What does Austin need?
What do you think?
This freaking. That's what I'm thinking.
Which beep?
This one right here.
I love it.
Cutie,
No, I'm just like, whoa.
I trusted
I don't
you.
Think about it. I don't know.
what about you, Cutie, when I call?
I usually think, what does Austin need?
I don't call when I only need something.
Most people only call when they need something. It's
Really?
like the emergency thing to
That's
do.
true. I like
When you call me, I know that like it's got to be something related to like a show I'm doing for you.
Or hot
Wait.
goss. Austin and I will talk hot goss.
Ooh,
yeah, we'll
really?
talk goss.
He
Yeah.
doesn't call me for hot goss.
Three-way
Yeah.
call me.
What? Because you're always live.
Well, no, because
Is there any other hot goss we could talk about?
I'll be talking to you about Goss, Hassan, for 20 minutes, then I'll realize, oh my God, he's not listening to me.
That's not true.
Why
I'll
can't
be
I
like
see
talking,
it?
be like, Hassan.
Pokey was a great guest because she had chemistry with everybody. Yeah, she was great. I fucking love having Pokey. I mean, Pokey was on our first episode of the Fear and relaunch. So, part of me would be okay with this being the last episode. Fan would be a really good guest. Ooh, that's a good one, actually. I'm going to write Fan down. And I'm actually homies with her, so that wouldn't be too hard to get. I think she'd come and do it pretty easily. I'm going to write her down, though. Thank you. Good suggestion. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I am gonna show you guys a new pic of the set though, for real, because last time I didn't show you guys. Well, I tried to show you when I took over Hassan's stream, and then it didn't really show up well. So I'll show you guys a little sneak preview. He does it again, I'll cry. That's so. There's like one small wall that might not even be in frame, actually. So that's why I'm okay with sharing it with you.
Hassan?
It's over.
That's
He's
not true.
asleep.
I listen.
Yeah, Cutie and I.
You said the new set is on the hidden Patreon. Yeah, there was some leaks on the Patreon, but they're hidden.
Pokey, Cutie and I talk hot goss every once in a while. We'll call him to talk.
I don't know why the computer is making that noise this podcast. So, what I was gonna say is I'm actually okay with Pokey potentially being the last episode on the old set because she was on the first episode of our relaunch. So if she was on the first and last, I feel like it's a good way to kind of like start the new chapter.
Goss right now that I can think of.
No. Nothing that we really talk about.
Appropriate.
That yeah.
Appropriate.
All the gossip.
I got hot goss.
What?
Ooh.
Old Travis Kelsey Twitter has resurfaced.
Oh yeah, the Swifties
Old-
have found it.
Oh no, of course
What
Yeah,
did he
all right,
say?
pull it up.
They're
Let's take a look.
hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, he's just a himbo. He's just
Yeah.
yeah.
Are the Swifties angry?
Read
No,
it out.
they're so
Fan
excited.
cam would be
He's
perfect
Let's
for
have
the
our
episode.
local himbo read it out.
Oh yeah.
All right, pull it
So-
up. Well, I mean, I'm waiting for Marsh to pull it up.
I too am a himbo. Behind the keys.
Okay, here. Where's one? Killer Trav struggling a thread. Here, click on that. Maybe there's more on that thread.
Oh, that's cute.
I just gave a
He's our
squirrely.
boyfriend.
I just gave a squirrela
I would just while they were looking at this, I was just screaming on the side. I was like, "It's because he has CTE. He has CTE.
a piece
Squirrely.
of
It's not
bread,
cute. It's sad."
and it straight smashed all of it. I had no idea they ate bread like that. Haha. Hashtag crazy.
Hashtag crazy.
Okay, but we used to use
Hashtag crazy
hashtags
is
this
so good.
2011, We
Yeah.
used to use hashtags like this.
It's just
Whoa.
funny in comparison that in 2011 Taylor Swift was writing the words of like, and did your twin flame blue or no, did your twin flame bruise paint you blue? Did the love affair maim you too? Like just like the most
he's
poetic,
going
beautiful
hashtag
shit. And he's like,
Yeah, and
"It's
Travis
crazy."
Kelsey was writing, and I will read this
How
now.
old was he?
I
It's
used the
such
wrong
a
word
nice
there,
day
Swifties,
out.
but bear with me.
It's such a nice day out as I stare. Wrote that wrong. From my math class. ... Shaking my head. Hashtag must be nice.
Hashtag must be nice is so
Why
good
do I
too.
always have to be the one that stands out? ... I'm getting stared at
Same
like crazy in this airport. ...
That's
Shaking
sad.
my head.
Oh my God,
Why is he
he's so
standing-
dumb?
USA
cute
versus
way.
Findland.
It is really cute.
I miss playing hockey, watching this USA team dominate.
Okay, what
Wait,
is
no,
so-
he literally wrote find
why
land.
is just a dumb guy just so hot?
Is it?
I think
Why
it's
would
because
we be so attracted to? It's like against our evolutionary tendencies.
it's because they're
Do you
predictable.
guys have a plan for christening the new space? Burn some sage? No plan. I don't know. Open to suggestion, I suppose.
Oh.
Yeah.
wow.
Versus being with like an unstable, unpredictable person, you're like, oh, they might hurt me. But,
But
a dumb guy,
intelligence is also sexy too.
sure is.
But I think dumb is better.
Smoke some dank weed in
No.
it. True.
I'm not saying anything in
I
this
don't know.
conversation.
I don't really have
Why?
any.
I feel like I like
don't know.
him dumb in certain categories and smart in certain categories. You know, like keep
Okay.
me
Like what?
intellectually stimulated,
Yeah.
but
But doesn't know how to spell Finland and writes Findland instead.
honestly, I could forego knowing how to spell Finland if he's just like really devoted and committed
Yeah.
and faithful. You know,
All right, I got more.
I
Let's
think he
read
is.
more.
Yeah.
I could see it.
I think so.
The
Do you
moon
think
looks.
he has an amazing PR team though, or what?
Yeah.
Don't ask me about his
Uh-oh.
PR team.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Cutie,
have
do you-
Drama.
Do you
What
know
do I not
Travis's
know?
PR person?
No, I do not. Okay, I do not.
I heard she
Cutie
was talking about
Cinderella
it.
leaked
She was-
something that Travis Kelsey's PR person had said.
It was through a makeup artist in
through
Nope,
a
it was
makeup
real.
artist in
and
Las
I got
Vegas.
canceled by the Swifties.
And she
really?
got, yeah.
Fear
except
and
she
slumber
was-
party. You know, the new set kind of is a slumber party. One thing that I'll say about the set is like a lot of how the set is designed is sort of like it pulls from inspiration and interests and that all the hosts liked when they were younger and even today. So it's kind of like if they all shared a bedroom.
Right.
Say.
Except she was right. She brought it forward as like unsubstantiated.
Is there a seat for
rumors
you?
that she was
Yes.
joking about, like to not take
What was
seriously.
it?
That-
What was it?
well, I'm not. I
Please
wasn't-
stop. What are you doing with that? That's like some Austin behavior.
I actually didn't watch
Like
what
to
she
not-
was doing.
She brought it forward as like unsubstantiated rumors that she was joking about, like to not take
What was
seriously.
it?
that-
What was it?
well, I'm not. I
Please
wasn't-
stop. What are you doing with that? That's like some Austin behavior.
No backpedaling. Say with your
I don't have.
chest.
I don't have a fidget spinner. I
Yeah.
was ripping up my chicken sandwich. Nothing. It was what I said wasn't true.
Okay.
It was the makeup artist said that it was a PR relationship because she was friends with
Oh,
his
I see.
publicist and blah, blah, blah. And I was like,
Yes.
they're in love, ma'am. And she was like, no, blah, blah. And I was like, blah, blah. Even if it started, if it did start as a PR relationship, they are clearly in love now. So it doesn't matter.
They seem
But-
really cute.
Yeah, they're like, I don't know. Anyway, but I said that I quoted the makeup artist in the
The new spin have a fidget, instead of the fidget spinner
And
for
I was
cutie,
like,
it has a
"Oh, I'm
lot
sorry.
of
I was
things
just
to
chatting shit
grab.
on a podcast
They love you now, though,
for
right?
entertainment.
What does
No,
it
but
look
then-
like? For
You all
the
need a
50s
basket of stim toys. The
Oh
whole
my
set
God.
has
Look at
stim
Canyon's
toys all over it,
fucking
actually.
Twitter page.
They are, well, I was surprised
Careful.
because I
Yeah, now that I
enjoyed
think about it, it
them,
might be too distracting
and
for,
I didn't know
for these
that
people.
this subsect, for the record, it is a subsect.
Fuck.
It's not all Swifties. The subsect of Swifties.
Fuck. Did I fuck up?
Is the same as like certain subsects
Me.
of BTS fans.
I'm a galer.
and he's a galer.
Can I be a galer, or is that
You
what
don't want to be
You
a
don't want to
galer.
be a
No,
galer.
you want to be a galer.
You don't want to be a
No,
galer.
you
Son.
want to be a galer.
You don't.
It's like where they're
Get mixed
speculating
signals.
that Tyler is bisexual.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, you're a galer. You already
That's
know.
fun. Okay.
Yeah, Austin is
bad.
homophobic.
So
Don't
bad
listen to
for us.
him.
What? I'm not homophobic.
I'm an ally to the gays. You are
No,
not.
I am much more of an ally.
And Taylor is also an ally. She's not a part of the community.
My ears are
She's
so
just-
Not enough to-
clogged
not
from
enough to
being
come out, but you're so
congested.
homophobic.
How do I
I've
fix
actually seen a
this?
thread or two like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's drama.
Hassan's so homophobic he doesn't even have sex with men.
I'm fucking.
Disgusting.
fucking
Please get
right
Brittany
now.
Brooks in the
He can-
pod.
he can
I
eat-
plan on
You will what?
doing
Maybe in the
that.
bathroom where the lighting's good.
You will
Yeah,
fuck
the
me.
Patreon episode.
You heard me.
You'll fuck me right now. I'm gonna be doing the fucking, okay? All right?
Okay.
Everybody out here knows. Everybody out here knows you be my bottom. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
no, definitely.
Do you know?
All right.
Do you
I
know
put you
that
on my
Justin
shoulders.
Bieber meme where he's like doing an interview and the lady
Oh, good.
laughs?
Yeah.
That's a good laugh. That's what I think of when I hear
Do you guys want me to read more of these, or do
Rub
you
under your
care
eyes
about
and
Travis
push towards
Scott's
your
Twitter?
ear?
I
No,
think you like it.
I think we've talked about. Look, I respectfully. I'm not. You know what? I'm learning, Pokey, to be a little bit more honest with people. I don't want to read any more of these tweets.
I like it.
You are so anti-straight white man, dude. What the fuck's going
No,
on?
no, no. I love straight.
We need
white.
to talk about it.
Okay,
We need to talk about it.
what about it?
You
Let's
just
talk
you
about
hate
it.
him because he's not.
No, if he first of all
He's
he
not
doesn't-
gay.
He doesn't play for the Minnesota Vikings, and I'm not as interested in him because this is a problem I have perpetually, Pokey. Is when I go out with my friends, nobody wants to go to a gay bar. All right.
I know. I need to go with
I
you.
know, nobody
I've
wants to
never
go.
gone. and
Every-
I
You
was
don't
like,
have.
do
You
you
don't have to
wanna
do that.
come?
You don't have to lie.
Yeah.
Look up Massage by Heather Drainage. It legit helps. Sorry, guys. This is really bad right now. Your drainage? Lymph drainage? One? I'll do this after the show.
You have to go with us to a gay bar. Pokey wants to go to a gay bar.
Pokey, you don't have to
Pokey
lie.
wants to go to a
You
gay
don't
bar.
want to go. I
It'll give me a
promise.
+1 point towards that thing you asked in my DMs. You know, like plus 10% chance I'll do it.
There's 0%
Yes.
chance.
No, I've been thinking about it.
Cutie,
Really?
God damn it.
But I need like a month or two more to think of, like, you know. Anyways,
Cutie.
are you gonna come to the
Are
gay
you
bar?
guys doing secrets on a fucking podcast?
We do have secrets on a podcast.
If you want, you could say it. I don't mind.
Oh, I think
it's
I,
like
I,
a maybe,
I, I
maybe
can
not.
predict it. Can I predict it?
Yeah.
You
Ooh,
asked her to host the Streamer Awards with you.
I did.
Maybe,
Oh.
maybe not.
Well, Pokey, feel great because she didn't ask any of us to do it.
I didn't. It's
She
the
wants
women.
only women, which I thought
Yeah.
The
gay
ladies.
is gay is close.
no.
It's woman adjacent. That's
That's
true.
what I was saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So I'm just
I love
holding
that.
hands with
Hey, Super
It
17.
feels nice.
Pokey's like, I'm so lonely. She's like, please.
Austin's
Every time
ego
I
will
walk
never
up,
recover
I'm
from this
like,
episode.
No,
ask me to do
actually,
anything.
living
Talk to anyone.
alone and streaming, bad combo.
I just want to
Really?
be on. I just want to roll
Yeah.
at the Streamer Awards.
You want to what?
I want a roll. Of
I
some
know.
sort.
You've told me.
You can have one.
You're going to be my floor host.
I was gonna be the flower
It's not even
girl.
on camera.
Yes,
oh,
it
oh,
is.
that's the.
I'm
pre.
going to have you. No, not
the inter-
pre.
Oh,
Don't be. Oh.
Okay.
During the show, before the bands go.
Austin could literally get his friends to go to gay bars if he just went to better gay bars than the Abbey. That's super true.
On,
I'm not good enough.
You're going to be on the. No, this is a big role. This
Okay.
is bigger than the red carpet.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before the band goes on. Okay.
Before there's 4 performers. The one that opens the show.
Whoa.
Uh-huh.
You're
Why
not
are you
gonna be on
hitting
before
me?
that.
I'm excited.
The other
I don't want to be a
ones,
part of the
You're
show.
gonna be on the floor while the stage is getting ready, and you're gonna be going up to tables and talking to them.
Oh my God! How exciting!
And you have to come up with your questions, and you have to improv.
That's so exciting.
tell
I'm
if he's
so-
faking. actually
I think he's
excited.
I'm
faking
so
it.
excited. No, this is so great. I'm so excited. It's bigger
You're gonna
than.
be
All right, you know what,
It
cutie?
is bigger than red carpet.
Cutie.
excited.
What?
I'll do it instead. It's
No,
fine.
no, 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 no. No,
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Well, he seems like he wants to.
No,
and you
I
seem-
will
No,
do it.
it's fine. He
I
doesn't want
wanna
to do it. I'll
do
do
it
it.
I love
so
how
bad.
Hassan
I'll
only
do it.
wants to do something when it's just to take it away from Austin.
No, I'll do it. I'll do it myself. It's fine.
No. Hassan's bad at asking questions.
No, I'm not.
He's a terrible interviewer.
I killed it on the red carpet.
Please go to the Abbey. What goal would it take? I mean, I've been to the Abbey many times. I don't know. You're telling me you want me to go with them and film them at the Abbey? I don't know if I could do that.
Oh, really? That's really interesting you say that. It seems like people loved it.
I don't know if we can film what Austin does at the Abbey.
You didn't be the red carpet this year?
Fucking no, I don't know. Whatever he
No,
wants
I don't
me to do.
repeat.
You
That's
don't
the whole
repeat?
thing.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I like
every
it.
year I like
Spicy.
That's
It's
true.
the whole point of the Streamer Awards is to highlight different people in different areas of the internet. If I use the same people every year, then it's
I do.
Yeah.
She has asked me to do the thing that she just asked you to
Co-host?
do. No. She wanted me
Oh.
to do the thing that she asked you now. I said
Floor
no
host.
So I'm
originally.
the second.
no.
Yeah.
You ruined it for
He's being
him.
I'm the
drama.
second.
Don't say that.
I'm the second.
Oh, he's lying.
That's okay.
I
You know what?
believe
You know
it.
what?
Are you going to go to Japan with
You know
them?
what?
Yeah, for
Sometimes
sure.
The backup quarterback comes in and he shines.
That's a good
True.
attitude.
You know,
That's a
sometimes-
good attitude.
True.
Sometimes I got a little chip on my shoulder now.
I'm cheering for the underdog.
Thank you.
Well,
thank
now
you.
everyone can bully Pokey online
Please.
to try to get her to be my
Pokey.
Been
co-host.
there, done that.
You need to do this. I would love for you to do
Well,
this.
I'm
This is
thinking
such a
about
big-
it. You don't have to do the monologue at the beginning. I'm
Why not?
changing.
I wanna
Oh,
talk.
you do want to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, and I want everyone to. I want to
She's-
talk.
This is a big moment for women. It's a powerful moment for women.
It is.
Don't laugh.
It is. He laughed because he
is.
hates
Listen,
women.
you-
He wish
It
this was
is.
an all-male
I like
award
seeing
show.
the Streamer Awards just be fucking huge and then hosted by two
I know.
vaginas.
Yeah.
Or
Two
not and just
vaginas.
identify as
Two
equally
vaginas
good.
or a gay dick.
Yes,
No,
adjacent. At least
nobody,
adjacent.
nobody wants a gay
Yeah,
dick in
no,
there.
I want to use your stylist that you used last year. I emailed them and they didn't reply.
Yeah.
No, I'm
no.
excited for the Stream
Yeah,
Awards. Do we
she's
know
a
when it
little-
is? Are
yeah.
you
She's
telling?
busy.
She is.
Are you telling us when it is?
February 17th.
Sweet.
Wait,
Have
that's
you announced it yet?
that's when
I
I'm gonna
haven't
be.
announced
I'm gonna
it
be in
until
Japan
you- No, you won't be.
with the Taylor Swift concert.
March is the new set going to have a new intro to the pod episodes. Yeah, I mean it'll be different. It'll still be like the same vibe. I don't want anybody to think. Okay, so my problem with the new set, and this has been a problem that or something I've been scared of since the beginning, is I'm trying to be very thoughtful about making it feel like, you know, like a slight upgrade. Oh my God, sorry, I'm dying over here. Like a slight upgrade without it feeling like way too overproduced or taking away from like the soul and identity of the show. Or making it feel like it's like way too much of a fucking rebrand or overhaul that it's not even the same show. So like, I want like things to be like look nicer, but I don't want them to look like so over polished and nice and like fucking color graded and beautiful that like it looks like a TV produced show. And I don't want like any of the branding outside of the show to change too much. Like I will like there will be like some new-ish intro probably, but it'll still be the same thing where like the intro will just change every few episodes depending on what we're doing, where we are. And it'll still kind of feel like the same show, just slightly, yeah. I mean, like the panning shots to start off the episode would be changed to, but yeah, exactly. Like we'll probably change those a little bit, but it won't be like a huge fucking departure from what we still do. It's still gonna be the same show. If anything, this is a way for me to sort of like establish on like the branding side that we're not like locked in and married to the original Fearan branding, but we're also not going to leave it behind. And it just more so opening the door to just like an endless amount of like branding, diversification or features. So like one thing I kind of want to do going forward, and this is like a little bit more of like a leak / just a mind behind with kind of what's going on in my mind, is like I've personally never really liked the current logo we have. It was kind of just something that we went with because we were on a time crunch and it was the best option that I saw, and so I chose it. And I've talked about this before. It's grown on me, and a lot of people do like it, and I don't think I want to get rid of it or like do a huge branding overhaul, because I think it's just like, you know, it's not necessary to change it dramatically. But one thing I would like to do is just like approach artists that I like, whether they be artists in our community or artists that I've found that I really like, and just like pay them obviously and ask them and be like, hey, like, would you do like a Fear End like brand overhaul, like in your style, like a new logo and like a new banner and like a new lower third or whatever. And that doesn't mean that I'm going to overhaul everything and use it for X amount of time, but just to add to our collection of shit and then just start throwing it in random stuff to kind of just open the door up to, we're just open to doing anything with the branding. Like we're not married to anything while still keeping the original branding at its core. And like, so that's my long-term sort of vision for the overall Fear End brand and how it looks stylized. And that includes stuff like the intro and stuff like that. So yeah, you can look for, I think what I hope to accomplish moving forward, like with the new set and just onward, is I don't ever want to lose sight of the branding or the identity of the soul of the show. I hate so much whenever I like really love something, like I really love this product or I really love this show, and then they like for no reason feel like totally necessary to just change everything permanently. And I'm just like, no one asked for this and I miss how it is. And like maybe I can get used to how it is now, but it's like this wasn't necessary. So I don't want it to feel that way. I'm even down to use this set that we're on right now again in the future. So the new space, the new set is much different than this set, but it is a slightly tighter space. We can fit 5 people, but I think in the event that we have to do 6 guests, if it's too uncomfortable to cram 6 people into that room, I think we might just do it on the old set. So again, like another leak, kind of just of what I'm thinking, and it's not a promise, but potentially is like, even with a new set, this might not be the last time you see this set. Like if we have like another Nick and Milena episode where we have 6 fucking people on camera and we just need more space, we might just throw them back in this room because like I'm not using any of the gear from this room. This is all gear that's part of Hassan's streaming studio and stream setup. So I bought entirely new cameras, entirely new microphones, all that shit. So you might see this set again. It's not off the table. I don't want any of that to be off the table. And I want to try to be very conscious as the producer and like the creative director essentially of this show to not fall into the trap that I feel like a lot of brands and IPs fall into, where they feel like they just need to get like bigger and more polished and more elevated and keep changing and adapting. And I'm like, no, like if there's like, you should want to get better, and you should be open-minded to changes and fix things where they're necessary, and even maybe switch things up every now and then, but not so dramatically that you just lose what like made you in the first place, you know? At least that's how I consume and appreciate things. And I just, with this show, just try to like think about what I would like in a show, in a podcast, and then just do it, and then hope that like it resonates with the audience, which is what I've been doing this whole time, and it feels like it's been going well. So I'm just gonna keep doing that. Sorry, I went on like a fucking long ass tangent there, but hopefully that made sense. And yeah, microphones, I'm sticking with the Shure SM7Bs.
Concert.
It's February 10th, actually.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna
you
be
can
in
get back
Japan
by
for a
then.
week.
I'm excited for the
Think
Stream
about it.
Awards. I hope I win an award.
I'm always
this year.
excited.
You don't stream.
You don't stream.
I had a couple.
My
of
OG
things
favorite
this year.
podcast is a very simple set like this, but they have 25 episode seasons that they separate with logo redesigns. They've been for 15 years. Exactly. Something like that, where it's not like a huge overhaul, but like it feels separate, but it still feels new without losing like the OG like kind of feeling of the show. I will say that the set is very different than this set. It's like very different. But it'll still be the same crew, and it'll still be a lot of the same vibes, and yeah. And it'll still be scuffed sometimes, so hopefully it's not too different.
You streamed like 8 times this year.
I had
He tries for every.
You should do an award
do.
for someone who doesn't stream but is a
No,
streamer.
it's League of Their
The
Own.
Clint Stevens Award.
Clint
Except Clint Stevens
Award is a funny name.
would beat you
It
though.
is.
Yeah, Clint
Unfortunately.
Stevens would win
It
the
is.
Clint Stevens Award. Well, you could always win Streamer's
Streamers.
But I
choice.
don't
Oh,
really.
streamer's choice. Yes.
Yeah, where everyone votes for in the
Yeah.
I'll
audience.
try. I'll
Wait,
I'll
you're
rest.
gonna
Hey,
go
Amber,
do
what's
it?
up,
Yes.
homie?
Go around and
Did
tell
you
everyone to
vote for
vote for
Ray?
you.
I will do that when I'm hosting, and I'll interview people. So make sure you vote for me.
Yeah,
Sure,
you can
sure.
do, but they probably already submitted their votes because they do it at the beginning of the show.
Okay, well, I'll have to rally people before. vote
Just
for me for
stand
streamer,
by the
streamer.
coat rack at the beginning and be like, "Hey, streamer."
Okay, Pokey, will you vote for me, streamer? Do you guys get votes?
I'll vote for you 3 times.
Oh, thank you
You
so
say
much.
that? You said you guys like she's hosting, but she's denied
Oh.
me. Actually.
Well, I'm gonna be
Okay.
there either way.
Okay, fair
True.
enough.
You will
Okay.
be there.
Fair enough.
Normally
Did I
we don't.
message you and tell you I was gonna think about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, wait.
Because you said I denied you.
I thought you said no.
But I don't remember.
Riley
if I
M,
told
thank
that
you
I
for
was
the
gonna think
primer.
about it,
I
but
think
I've
you told
been
me no.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
Appreciate
I
that.
Well,
was- I
I'm
would
happy
love
to
that.
hear you're thinking about it.
Okay,
I'm
so
thinking about it.
Hassan.
Normally I don't talk about politics.
feeling my
on
Slay the
the
Spire
show, but
edition.
Today there's a
Nice.
story.
Nice.
Let's do it.
Today there's a story that
George Santos.
Huh?
Yes.
What
Okay,
is
there's a.
it? How do
tell
you
them
know
this-
about
because it
the
hit
political
the it hit
tea?
the gay world.
it hit the
why.
gay
Ooh.
world. George
Yes.
Santos is
Wait,
a-
pause real quick.
Yes.
What?
You didn't say you were thinking about it. You just said no.
I should have messaged you and said that, but
And
I've
then
just
I
been solo
sent you a
thinking
very
about it.
convincing thing.
Yeah, I've
You
been
can pull
thinking
it
about
from
that.
the
Okay,
group
she's
chat,
thinking about it.
maybe. Or just
Anyway.
Google
I'm happy
George
to tell you
Santos
now.
on
We can brainstorm.
Okay,
I have ideas. We can figure out a way to make you comfortable.
we'll brainstorm.
No, you saw it in
Anyway.
the group chat.
She's thinking about it.
You're
think about it.
you're. I love the way you think this. I'm the same way. You just always you can always accommodate for anybody.
You can
Right there.
figure
You
it
always
out.
figure it out.
Any updates on today's episode for the ladies from Oklahoma or Hassan and crew going to their podcast? Ball's in their court. Last thing I said was that we're still down, and then we've got to figure out some dates, and they haven't gotten back to me. But it'll happen eventually. I'm confident it'll happen eventually.
Yeah, I've
Both
learned.
of them. No, that
I've
saw
learned a
your
lot.
Hackett?
Rare,
Go up, go up.
rare
I hope that
political
happens.
fear and moment.
I hope you do it.
Rare
The
political fear and
reason
moment
I
right
really
here.
started thinking about it was because you sweet talked me real good in that reply.
Listen.
Okay,
Hey,
so
Miss Deegan.
Anyways, let's watch.
George Santos, which is a former U.S.
No, not a former.
current
Well-
U.S. congressman.
Well, he's about to be. He's about to be former.
Botox Sephora.
God.
I love
Ladies
it.
and gentlemen, let me start from the top. Okay,
We're
George
Okay.
Yeah.
Anthony DeValder Santos.
Are those really his middle names? Hold on. I need to know. Did he just make those names up? Oh my god, that's actually his fucking name. Why does he just have that loaded in the chamber? Fucking Hassan is so autistic when it comes to like anything political or history or news related. It's like he's such a himbo, but if it's like within the wheelhouse or realm of like politics, history, or anything like that, he's like an encyclopedia. It's fucking weird.
A man by many names, also known as Kitara Ravache, I believe, as a drag queen in Brazil,
That's cool.
is a man of many names and has been a con man that has struck both the communities in Brazil and the communities in the United States of America and the Long Island, Staten Island, and Manhattan region. George Santos won a blue district, or a red district, rather.
Internet
or
brain
a
poisoning
blue
earlier
district
politics,
as
yeah.
a Republican. And he became the U.S. representative for New York's 3rd Congressional District, serving since 2023. And what he was serving was cunt. George Santos
That's great.
became
That was good.
very famous after his
Rare Hasanabi joke moment.
upset, his major upset victory, winning in a district that is supposed to be going to a Democrat, unseating the 3rd most powerful Democrat in New York politics.
Which do you not love?
Well, I love George Santos, regardless, because he is a phenomenal character. Once he had won the seat, the opposition research, which normally comes before you do an election,
Joe Biden, Yusuf
came out
Al-Bidan.
after he won the seat.
I got that
Everyone
reference.
found out that he had lied about being Jewish, lied about his... Yes.
Oh my god.
To which he
How do you-
replied with, I'm not Jewish. I've only said I'm Jew-ish.
Fire. Fucking
That
fire.
is so funny.
Said that his grandparents...
That's the one who did stand up,
That's
so that means
fire.
That's so good.
Yeah, no, he's a Larry David character. He's like the closest you can get to being...
That is so funny.
The closest you can get to being like in the Jewish universe as a Larry David character
I'm not
without
Jewish,
being
I'm
Jewish.
Jewish.
Um,
so it really is
claimed-
anti-Semitic a little bit.
Claimed his grandparents escaped the Holocaust from Ukraine.
I gotta
he was
pee
hitting
again.
every avenue. He was like, I'm Ukrainian, I'm Jewish, like at a time when everyone was talking about Ukraine. Turns out he is not any of those things, really. He was in Brazil, claimed his mother died on 9/11. Mother did not die on 9/11. Then he tried to say his mother actually died due to 9/11 complications. Found out his mother wasn't even in America at the time. lied about being a volleyball varsity champion, lied about the college he went to, lied about the high school he went to. He lied about pretty much everything. We found out that he also was a drag queen
That's
in
fun.
Brazil. Now, that would be normal and fine and cool, and I still think it's cool, except we also, he's a Republican at a time when everybody was saying, you can't be a drag queen, that means you're a pervert,
Yeah.
that means you're bleep, interested in
We
children.
need to give his seat
Smears.
to Pete Davidson because his father did die in 9/11.
It's a brilliant solution to this problem. I
Thank
agree.
you.
Yeah.
However, in spite of all these lies, George Santos refused to stand down. He refused to resign. He said, I was elected to do a duty, and that duty is serving cunt. I'm serving this district to the best of my abilities. Now, there's still a there's a Congress ethics committee in the House of Representatives, and they conducted an investigation. There was a lot of, obviously, discrepancies in his campaign financing, and it turns out, oh boy, were there a lot of discrepancies. On October 21st, 2022, Redstone's bank account received a $25,000 wire from an account affiliated with Contributor 2. From there, $25,000 was transferred from Redstone's account to Representative Santos' personal checking account. Now, this is a big no-no. You can't take money from your campaign contributions.
Wait, so
Put it into your own bank
that
account.
was his Redstone's bank account. Wait. Wait. Wait, so he's running for student body president.
Redstone is like
and
the campaign's
everybody
bank account,
gave
right?
him money
Yeah.
for
Yes.
Pizza Fridays, but instead of buying Pizza Fridays, he then
put it in his bank account.
said,
and
"Yoink."
he bought.
He put it
got
in his
himself
bank
pizza.
account,
He
yes.
got OnlyFans Fridays.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
what did he...
Saturdays.
What did
and
he do
see you
with
at
that?
Your doctor for Botox Sundays.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have
What
to
did he do with
doctor
that?
her
After
Botox
$50,000 from
Sundays.
Redstone was deposited into Representative Santos' personal accounts, the funds were used to, among other things, pay down personal credit card bills and other debt. Make a $4,100
All things I do with the podcast money, by the way. Me and George Santos, we're the same. Hassan thinks that I'm collecting or that I'll have his Patreon cut saved up in a bank account. But I realized long ago that he's just too rich that it doesn't matter. So I've just started using his cut of the Patreon to buy myself OnlyFans, Hermes bags, Sephora, Botox. So it's okay. He won't notice it.
$127 purchase at Hermes,
That's incredible.
and for smaller
Gucci belts.
purchases at OnlyFans,
Gambling in
Sephora,
Vegas.
and for
Yo,
meals
what's up, York? How you doing?
and for parking.
Oh,
I love
God.
this. He is so for the girls.
He really
Sephora?
is 100%. And
What do you are a OnlyFans donator yourself.
look, I have purchased OnlyFans in the past.
What and
It's
whom
true.
and like,
Sum
what's
total.
the content?
It's like porn. I have made purchases on OnlyFans in the past.
How real I am. Still
because
sub.
I
Thank
like to
you.
support
Collecting
sex
that
workers.
check. 1.5 your
also
sub
like
is
to-
crazy,
There's this
Jorgen. You do
Mormon
not need to be
girl
subbed
I
that
grew up
long.
with that started an OnlyFans.
I streamed
And
5
her
times in that
OnlyFans
1.5 years.
She's probably changed the name. If she didn't, then shout out. Here's a shout out. It was Holy Slut because she used to be
That's
Mormon.
great.
So
Yeah.
sick.
And
Is it
it's-
good?
That's good
I
branding.
subscribed as soon as I saw it, and she pierced her nipples, which I don't like pierced nipples because every time I see them, I go.
Yeah.
And it's no longer enjoy. I'm like, that's not hot. It's just, ouch.
Yeah.
Maybe guys can find them hot, but like I feel it.
Yeah, I
when
feel
see
it
them.
as soon as I
And
see
I
it.
wonder if they feel it.
I don't
Do you
think.
know? I don't think they feel
5
it.
banger
I
streams.
I
Girls?
forgot to ask.
It's fun. It's like
Yeah.
licking
Well,
pennies.
I had a friend.
No, not if the guys feel it. If the girls actively feel
I
it.
had a friend with a nipple bar, and it got caught on something and
We did have breakfast this morning, and it was yummy.
ripped out. And she lost her. She lost
Still
the
not
bump
VIP
of
or
part of her
mod.
clit
I
that
got
sewed
you.
down, and so she
I'm
was like,
sorry. I
you know
just
how
don't
sometimes
stream.
nipples can be like you got a little baby toe, kind of. Sometimes they're like flatter or
I
whatever.
love nipples,
She had a
but
little
not
baby toe, like
this.
the kind that people, because you can get injections in your nipples now, so it looks like you actually, you have a bump, because some people don't have a prominent bump, so you can get injections like Kylie Jenner. So then when you wear no bra, you can see the bump.
Wow.
Yeah, and so
you mean when your nipples are hard?
yeah, but yeah, you can make them like perma hard.
Kylie Jenner got permanent hard
I don't
nipples.
know. That is gossip.
Wait, we should
Google it,
talk about
please.
the Skims bra after.
Yeah, but then yeah, it's kind of like Seams bra. Anyway,
Yeah.
and so then
So she has
had,
one
She
that
had
can go-
natural boobs.
Yeah, and
that
one
were, yeah,
because they got
and
caught.
now one is messed up.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so
All of that to
I've
say.
never been really into nipple piercings. in general.
What were you saying about OnlyFans? So why did I cut you off?
The reason why we're talking about OnlyFans is because George Santos purchased $4,000 worth of OnlyFans, and I was going to ask Austin to be honest for a moment and tell
I don't
us
need that
how much
power. Yeah, you don't want to be
spent
modded
on
here.
OnlyFans.
How
The
much
thing is, being a VIP is much cooler than being a mod. Let's be real. VIP is like the homies. Mods are like, you're clocking in for work. I don't really have mods. I have a couple people that I've modded over the years, and I don't expect them to mod. When they show up and they mod, it's a treat, and I'm very thankful for them, but I don't put that on them. I just mod my community myself. I mod with an iron fist. You say something weird, get that ass banned. You say something cringe, get that ass banned. You say something homophobic or racist, get that ass banned. March, I'm so drunk.
No, I'm
Get
cheap.
that ass banned. I'm just kidding. I won't. But
And we'll vote for you.
I'm cheap. I
Drink
don't,
some
I'm
water.
not currently subscribed to anybody. I just have a bunch of free pages, and I don't even use it really anymore
Wait,
that much.
free pages?
But
What's
look,
that?
I am
You
unashamed
can
about it.
follow people for free, I think.
Yeah, I am
Oh.
unashamed
And then
about
pay
it.
for more.
I have purchased OnlyFans subscriptions. I have stayed subscribed for months to certain people. I have paid.
What's
for
your
like,
total?
I probably spent a few $1,000. No, that's too much. That's too much. I probably spent like maybe $1,000.
Yeah.
$10,000.
No, 1,000 total probably over the course
$5,000.
of like,
Wow.
a few years,
A
maybe.
few thousand?
No,
I was like, whoa.
probably. I mean, maybe I'm
1,000 I could
overshooting
see.
it, but 1,000 maybe 500 to 1,000.
I'll make you a
Yeah,
VIP in my
makes
chat
sense.
I've never streamed on. I better be.
That'd be probably about.
I'm gonna go in there
There's
and
a clip
chat.
from George Santos as well. If you want to pull that up, let's see what he
No
had to say.
way. Wait, this is after talking to him? Wait, that's George
Speaking of
Santos?
Peel, is it true that you have
Oh, that's awesome.
That is
Okay.
George
Wait.
Santos on the right. Yeah, play
Is
it.
he gay?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Is
if-
he openly gay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if he was.
He also
openly
was
gay.
married to a woman. That was another thing that people were
What?
suspicious
This
about,
guy is
too.
crazy.
He, like,
George Santos is
said he
insane.
was gay,
Oh,
but
he's-
then
he's
What an insane person.
yeah, no, he is gay. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, he's definitely gay. You'll see.
speaking of peel, is it true that you have an OnlyFans page and you can peel a banana with your feet?
I don't have one, and it's, I'll indulge you this. I just discovered what OnlyFans was about 3 weeks ago when it was brought up in a discussion in my office.
What do you think?
Dude.
I was oblivious to the whole concept.
Oh, come on,
He's a
George.
good
By the way,
liar.
by the way, that is definitely the face of Botox. I mean, he looks great. But that ain't natural.
I was oblivious to the whole concept.
Oh, come on,
He's
George.
a good liar.
No, he's not. He is
Oh.
just.
What? I believe
Yeah,
that.
me
he
too.
looked like he was having
So-
like
I'm like,
a
okay.
silly, goofy
He
time.
said
Yeah.
that.
She's on
when you
Ozempic.
say
He
that.
was very calm.
Oh, well, no. Oh my God, here's George Santos in an interview
He's
with
very
in
good at
March.
lying.
In March, his bank records showed he used campaign funds on OnlyFans 4 months earlier to this interview. He said this in March, though.
4 months earlier. To
Oh, so that-
I see.
that-
So he had known about OnlyFans and had spent $4,000 at least on
Do you think
campaign
Botox helps you
contributions.
lie?
Yes, March
'Cause
mentioned.
you
That was me.
won't express as much, right?
I'm a
It'll
bad
be like
liar.
more believable, maybe.
I'm a bad
Me
liar.
too. I'm the one.
I'm the worst liar. In fact,
Austin
I'm
is
such
not a bad liar. He's
I'm
lying.
such a bad
Austin
liar
is not a bad liar. He's lying.
that when I'm telling the truth,
I
it seems
echo that
I'm
statement.
lying.
Sometimes I feel like when I'm telling the truth that it seems like I'm lying.
Like I feel guilty.
Pull that
Because
shit up, March.
I'm the same way.
I feel
get
guilty
anxious.
all the time. I'm like,
Jorgen,
oh my
we're about
God,
to
I
watch
did it.
Alvin's video after this.
But I did
But
do it.
we still have some
But I
time on
did
this.
it.
No, yeah.
You know what I
Guilty
mean?
conscience will
Like I feel so.
weigh heavily on you.
Oh man, I'm like kind of awkward sometimes. I know it's hard to believe,
Also,
but
I'll be there Monday.
it's so
Confirmed.
hard. I'm kind of
Yeah, the cafe video. I haven't watched it.
I'm silly.
Dude,
I'm a bit of a silly goose.
I'm such an Alvin stan. I've had Alvin's cafe video opened in a tab on Chrome for 2 weeks now, being like, I'm going to stream one of these days and watch it when I'm live. I'm going to save it to watch it with my chat. What percentage of done is the set? It's done. And yeah, I'll be there Monday. If you could add me to that spreadsheet, I'm coming.
Sometimes.
No, like I'm kind of like I'm a little socially like I'm kind of a klutz. That's hard to believe.
Yep.
You're
Also
so
hard to
cute.
believe.
You're
Like
quirky.
I
You're
like
the
I was in the
cutest.
gym
Guys, my
trying to
stomach
look
is
cool,
fucked
and
up
I was
right
like
now.
on my phone, and then
I
dropped
did
it
check the
off
spreadsheet.
my
I just can't edit. I
Stairmaster,
can't
and
edit it.
everybody
I
looked,
just couldn't on my phone.
and then I fell off the stairmaster.
He's
to go
normal
grab it.
just like us.
Yeah, he's one of us.
And I'm still gonna vote for you.
Thank you so much. I will
Okay,
wait
maybe
for
I
presidents.
can. I just couldn't on my phone.
Um,
Thank you.
but
That's not how
Guys, my stomach
yeah, I'm
is
a little
fucked up.
awkward, a little silly. Silly goose. I
Yeah,
don't know where I was
you're
going
quirky,
with this.
you're
I'm a little
different.
quirky. Yeah, I'm a little
Don't
different.
ever let me
Yeah.
eat gluten again.
I'm not that abnormal though, like on my day-to-day life, right?
Yeah, like you're still like the other girls, but you're like not like the other girls.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah. I'm not like as crazy as you would think. Like people, I think people based on my clips from TikTok.
I don't think anyone thinks
I think
about you
they
as much
think
as
I'm
you
a
think
Clips on
psycho.
TikTok?
I put okay. So
Oh God.
His
I ate
TikTok is
gluten
a
last
source.
night.
it's like
I love it.
I've posted.
I
so
cheated
many
last
clips
night.
from
I cheated.
here onto our TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
and they
No, this
they
is
pop
the
up.
only reason why he does the
Like, this is a
podcast, so we can
TikTok
I'm
fucking
really,
farm
I'm not
clips.
surprised. Like, I could see TikTok fucking loving you.
Yeah, they
You're great.
they do. Oh, you're so
I did not eat pancakes.
You're so sweet.
I
I
ate-
ate,
I
I
ate
ate sushi
TikTok
with eel
loves
sauce, which has soy sauce,
Osama
and I
bin
ate a
Laden.
bunch of it.
What?
That's right.
Whoa.
Why you gotta
Says
ruin
who?
this moment? Why you?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you
Did
for
you
the
just
sub.
compare
What's up
me?
with that comparison,
Did you just
man?
compare me to Osama
We're
bin
not
Laden?
making Austin cry
Just
today, okay?
saying.
Let's run that back. Let's run that back. Also, thank you for this tier 1. Roseberry tea room. Oh, Roseberry tea room. Tea sounds good right now. Yeah, I had breakfast with Jorgen this morning, and I ordered gluten-free French toast, by the way, even though I did really want to order blueberry pancakes, but I didn't.
You're so sweet.
Even
Some
though
of
he
them.
talks-
You know who else?
You're
Do you
so
celiac? Might as well be.
Osama bin Laden.
What?
That's right.
Whoa.
Why you gotta
Says
ruin this
who?
moment? Why you?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Did you just
What's
compare
up
me?
with that comparison,
Did you just
man?
compare me to Osama
We're
bin
not
Laden?
making Austin cry
Just
today, okay?
saying.
Relax.
Just saying.
What?
Just
How
saying.
did we go from everybody loves Austin on TikTok to you're that?
You know who else?
You just Osama? Did you
Pull it up, March. Pull it up.
What?
Show it.
I'm not
No,
pulling it up.
Show it.
He wanted
Osama
me to
bin
pull.
Laden going viral
He
on
wanted me to pull up the letter to America
TikTok.
on the podcast.
Wait, what?
Every now and then he tells me to pull something up, and I'm just like, no, I'm not pulling that up.
Alongside
What a
Austin's show.
transition.
Was it because he spoke against the genocide or something?
No.
Oh. Wrong tweet.
No politics. We don't have to talk about that. We don't have to talk about 9/11,
Oh.
which many people are saying is kind of like Austin.
You're comparing me because
Favored.
I compared a
Many
long
people
time
have
ago.
said.
I compared the way he looked as a child, which was a tragedy, by the way. I compared that to 9/11. In fact, there's a clip. We should run it.
What does that mean?
There's a clip on. Well, I didn't compare it to 9/11, but it was like it was a
He
tragedy.
did.
By the way, I will say, the pull that shit up march is going to get a lot better. Not that I think it's bad right now, but it's gonna get a lot better in the new set, because in the new set I'm not directly next to Hassan, who, if you notice, whenever he tells me to pull something up, he's immediately breathing down my neck and like under a magnifying glass, looking at how I type things and like find things, and I'm just like, okay, I'm not like, it makes me, no one likes to be looked over their shoulder that way at work, so, and that's not gonna be the case in the new set, and so I can browse a lot more shamelessly.
He did compare.
Hassan, you look like shit.
He literally said.
Child.
How
It's
did
not
you-
on my Twitter. It was.
He said a tragedy.
Oh my God.
I don't know. It was under. I don't know what
I
account
don't know
it was.
what's wrong with this guy.
It
What
was.
up?
But anyway, long story. So he wanted.
Are you guys getting a
to
new
throw that
computer?
back.
Yeah, I
But
actually
look,
bought a new computer
I can
today.
say that about him because he turned out to be. It's not mean because look how he turned out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
March, pull it up.
Fine.
1 second
You're fine.
later, Hassan glared. He's
Right?
like, yeah. He's like, why isn't it up yet?
No.
He's too hot for that to happen, right? If he was like a wreck,
Just your wording was a little fun.
Why'd you just have this locked and loaded? How did you find this?
were you depressed? God, were you depressed?
What? When I look like that?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
That was-
Oh my god! What a
That's so rude. of me.
what a fucking insane thing to say, dude. But yes.
Okay, you just giggled at a fucking plane hitting the Twin Towers, okay?
Okay, but that's one is personal. The other one is like a fucking complex situation that was horrific tragedy, but that was a consequence of like.
3,000 people died, and this is me just insulting you when you're not
I
even
know
gonna
one
look
is
like that
personal. The
anymore.
other one is literally like an issue that took place like fucking 20 plus years ago, dude.
What? Wait, this was like 10 years? At what point? Wait, so at what point can you start making fun of tragedies?
Are you comparing my childhood to 9/11? Oh my god!
Classic.
Tragedy.
No, he
Like
used
some
those
kids can
It
words.
was a
like a
joke. I'm
tragedy.
obviously not
It was a
serious,
joke. You're
folks.
fine.
I'm not. It was a joke. He was a very good looking child. Well, that very good looking.
That's weird.
Tragic.
saying
very
that?
good looking.
Wait,
Why are you saying
save
that?
it. When you were a kid, you thought, as a kid, when you were both kids, that he was good looking.
That didn't really save it.
Yes,
As he's lying.
Saved.
but
He's
I
literally
didn't
really
lying.
say-
I
Save it.
didn't mean it like that.
All right, next up on the docket, we have really important news. This combines two of the things that Austin and Cutie love, Taylor Swift, and also,
Football.
A cruise.
no, a cruise.
Oh,
That's right. A place to spread
You-
diseases. And
This was
also
my story.
friendship.
This was my story, by the way. The reason he even knows about this is because I posted about this in our group chat. I contributed. I'm producing.
Cruises?
I love cruises.
Friendship bracelet.
do you
He's
do?
gay. Of course he loves cruises.
Do you love cruises?
I've never been on one.
Pokey, I'm going.
Cutie
on a
trying to
third-
use her fucked up Simba logic. Yeah, a few episodes ago, Cutie said she wanted to fuck Simba from Lion King.
I'm going on a birthday cruise.
When?
Like,
Literally right now.
Baby
That's
Simba,
why we're doing
in
this
particular.
podcast on Thursday.
yeah, I'm going on a cruise in January.
Exciting.
No, I'm not going. I'm going on a cruise in January. I
Yeah,
don't
that
wanna do
one.
This podcast.
Oh,
today
she has
'cause I'm
an
going to
emote
see
for
somebody
it. Flying out.
in Florida.
Oh, that's even
Yeah.
worse. Oh my.
Somebody.
Someone.
What?
That
Someone.
same someone might have gotten that photo. Who knows?
Yeah,
Can you
Hey.
please do a rewatch of the pod every week? I mean, do you guys like this? You guys are enjoying it. Let me know, and I will be more inclined to do it.
Maybe
if you're
not,
watching
maybe,
right now,
maybe
someone,
not.
I hope you'll be his Valentine. Maybe. Right? Did I help you?
It's a little. I mean, I don't know.
Was that good?
It's a
No.
little early, but we'll see.
A
Uh-oh.
Taylor Swift themed cruise will
They
set
don't watch
sail next year, says the Swift Society,
Wow.
which includes friendship bracelet swapping sessions and trivia games,
That's
which is the
kinda cute.
weirdest thing to fucking mention in a cruise. Like, I feel like that's the least exciting part of a fucking
We will
cruise.
not be going to Barbados.
I agree with Hassan on this take. By the way, like if I'm going on a cruise, I'm fucking, okay, and I'm getting fucked up. Not getting fucked, getting fucked up. Okay, like I'm not going on a cruise to trade friendship bracelets and fucking do trivia.
Barbados, but we will be singing "Long Live" from the top of our lungs.
But yeah, but like, why
Yeah.
is that the selling point? Is the
Oh my God,
swapping a
Taylor
friendship
Swift
bracelet?
is fucking 33 years old?
Yeah, she turns 34 on the 12th.
The chat with
of December.
Pokemon Fear and Drama, March's version. True. Yeah, I mean the plan has always been to do weekly reacts and BTS like commentary, director's cut commentary for the episodes. I just get busy and lazy and tired and busy.
Or 13th of December, sorry.
Damn, nobody likes you when you're
Dash 13.
34.
Okay,
I almost took a nap instead of streaming tonight, by the way. I was like starting to get tired. I was like, maybe I should just take a nap instead of going live. But then I was like, no, they need me. And so I'm here.
What?
That's a song, isn't it? Nobody likes you when you're 32.
No. 23.
Isn't that Taylor Swift?
No.
That's-
You know, that's kind of
Like
true.
82.
What?
I do think nobody really likes 23-year-olds.
It's kind of an awkward age.
Yeah.
Between,
Wait, that's whose song is that?
Blink 182.
It's Blink-182. Why did I think it was Taylor
What in the
Swift?
world?
Because she has the song 22.
Are you
Yes.
gonna be 33 soon?
Hey, I don't know.
That's why I also thought
Next
it was
year.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh
Really?
my god.
Yeah, we are so close in age.
It's the first time I've watched any of it, so I don't know if my stat counts, but I appreciate it. It doesn't matter.
I don't know if you tell people.
Ice Cube's
25.
bones. Jesus.
Too.
Thank you for the
All
tier
lines
one.
and
Girl.
ages.
I
We're actually
don't.
all 25.
I
No, I'm
don't.
29,
I'm 32 years old.
No,
I've
I'm-
never
I'm-
lied
Thank you
about
for
my
being here.
Privileged to
I
not
just
have
want to
to
make
lie
it
about your
publicly
age.
known that I will be lying about my age for the rest of my life.
I think
Okay.
everyone knew that. 'cause
Yeah.
You've given 8 different ages over the course of the last 8 episodes.
What's the latest one?
This is just 25 just now.
I just said I was.
Yeah, he just turned.
I said on Name Your Price. I said I was celebrating my 21st.
Yeah, he just
I
crossed
love
an.
it.
He just crossed an important threshold in his life.
Yeah, 21st.
Only this past.
Adrian, I don't know if you're in the Patreon
past
Discord,
Sunday.
but if you are, you should
Now-
post it
now
in
red
the
car.
music channel in there. I usually check that for music.
Wait,
From our
how old are
community.
you? I don't remember.
Wait a minute.
Guess.
You've been renting cars for how many years?
It's because I had a
That's
AAA
26?
membership.
Oh, interesting.
Young.
Fuck, that reminds me. I rented a car in Missouri when I went to Missouri with Ray and Leslie to go do the paranormal ghost hunting video. And I rented the car and forgot to ask and forgot to get reimbursed by Ray. Fuck. I did my invoice for the month and I forgot to put it down there because I gotta. God damn it.
Happily.
Well, you're
It's
27.
okay. I'll do it tomorrow.
27.
Crazy.
Which kind of freaks me out because I feel like I knew some of you guys when I was like 22.
Yeah, we've
21.
known each
Yeah,
other the
this
longest.
feels like a
So
long
long.
time.
Pokey and I have been.
Have Austin call Ray. Yeah.
Which is
I love
which is
him.
I love Pokey. She's one of my favorite
Seriously,
people.
like day one.
She likes me. Unlike
Did
you,
I see what
Hassan.
the first
He's God. Pokey doesn't realize the shitstorm she created this episode in the fucking Fear and ecosystem. He doesn't even realize, like, by being so nice and gassing up Austin so hard and just like validating him so much, she has inflated his ego to immeasurable sizes. And she just came in here and she was like, I'm just going to be nice because I'm a nice person and I'm going to be nice to my friends. These are my friends. And she doesn't realize that by being so nice to Austin, she's ruined everything.
the second TwitchCon
No,
I've
first
ever been
TwitchCon.
to.
I waited in your meet and greet line
You
at
did.
the first TwitchCon. And you're like, why did you wait in line?
And I still ask.
She knows
Yeah,
not
top
the
of the
monster
first
she
TwitchCon,
creates.
Were you one of the top content creators?
No, I was
Really? I
such a
thought you were.
fan. No, I was such a fan that when I met like a streamer that I watched a lot, I
Who?
started crying.
Who?
Oh my god.
Who?
Cried.
Yeah,
Leak
really.
it. Leak it. Who?
I do appreciate Hassan. He's always this guy on our show, and we need this guy because this guy embodies the comment section. Because all of us, when she says that, are internally thinking, leak it. Who was it? Leak it. And he's content pilled, and it's his show, and he realizes, like, we need the leak for the content. So I always appreciate that he's always the fucking leak it guy.
None of you guys probably
Doesn't
know him.
matter.
He plays Hearthstone.
Oh, yeah.
His name's Amaz.
Yes,
he just played
I remember Amaz.
Yeah, he
yeah.
just played Hearthstone every day, and I was a
Yeah.
university
Skamaz.
student, and I
That's
watched
where Skamaz
Hearthstone
came from.
every day. And I
Yeah.
met him, and I started. I don't know.
remember
I don't know
Amaz.
what came over me. I started
That's
crying.
crazy.
That's crazy how
That's so
fucking
funny.
nerdy you guys
Amaz is
all
an
are.
I used to get
animator?
pictures of streamers.
Yeah.
Wait, Amaz, the streamer, became an animator? Like, he got normie job? Well, I mean, that's not really a normie job. That's still a creative
I used to
job.
get pictures of I used
Like,
to get so
an
nervous
art-
to meet Soda
I guess if Twitch streaming is a
Why?
creative, artistic job.
Because he was
Because you
like,
had a
Yeah,
crush on him?
he was the
he was so cute. But
the streamer.
one time I got into the first TwitchCon,
Mhm.
I went to get into an
I
elevator.
just assume somebody of Amaz's level, like if they ever like fell off or stopped streaming as much, or I don't keep up with him, so maybe he still streams and is big. I don't know. I'm not saying he fell off, but I just always assume that like somebody who reached the heights that he reached is just rich forever.
and Soda
And he just like disappear on an island forever.
Poppin and Leah at the time
Ooh.
were in the elevator, and they got out of the elevator
Legendary
because I
Leah.
was in there.
What?
They like
Really?
left the elevator because they felt uncomfortable with somebody else being in there, so they got out of the elevator.
That doesn't sound
Homophobic.
like soda.
No, it was him.
Soda Poppin's
Smell
homophobic.
bad.
You heard it.
No, I don't smell.
Were
bad.
you wearing the shirt?
Were you
No.
wearing a shirt?
That shirt.
I have
Was it
never.
this one?
I
It was a
smell
stinky
great.
shirt.
Smell me. Don't you do? He's gonna do the thing.
Ew.
He's gonna do the thing.
No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding. I'm kidding.
I
I would
like
never
this
do
the
that. I would
same
never do that
thing.
to you. No, he
Yeah,
smells great.
I
You
smell-
used my shampoo, I'm pretty sure.
No, I didn't even shower. I
You
just
didn't-
washed my face and took a picture in your mirror.
Okay, but then you
Ooh,
used
and you took
you
your
used my
shirt off?
cologne.
I did. Why? I changed my underwear.
You used my cologne.
I didn't use your cologne.
Yes, you did.
No, I swear to God.
What is the smell then?
It's just my natural.
No, it's
pheromones.
not. You used my cologne.
That's my
Me-
pheromones,
me in
actually.
junior high?
You
Oh,
used-
I just smell like vanilla.
No, you used my Dolce and Gabbana.
Was that
Was it
yours?
sent to you for free?
Yeah, I
And
got
you
it.
stole it from Streamer Wars.
Was that yours?
Stole it.
Look, because
Well, you didn't.
Okay, so
You
I got-
gave- you were
I
giving
got
it.
up there.
They did give it to you.
I got up there and I was like, I'm gonna take
Fine.
a shirtless picture in Hassan's mirror.
I've never thought that.
Well, you've never been in his bathroom
Yes,
before.
You
I
have
have.
taken shirtless photos in my house,
I
though.
did.
Technically.
We did a nearly nude.
Yeah, like a couple
calendar.
days ago.
Yeah, we did a nearly nude calendar
That's
right over here.
Because when you mentioned like some kind of nearly nude shoot, I was like, what?
Yeah,
I'll just
everyone has to
forget
do it.
about
All of our guests have to do it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Austin
Go
is
take
in
your photo,
charge.
Pokey.
How?
Sorry, Pokey.
Too far,
What
Hassan.
percentage of the proceeds do I get?
Oh, this is
That's
this is
the
Zero.
awkward thing.
we donate all the proceeds to charity.
Don't say that.
The charity of Austin's bank account.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Austin thought he was going to
For
make the big
Botox,
bucks.
OnlyFans, Hermes, and
Yeah.
Sephora.
I thought about Pokey. What do you think about me starting an OnlyFans?
I think that's very slay of you, if you wanna.
I'm thinking about it.
Go Pokey,
Thinking about
Pokey,
it.
Pokey. What are you
Would you-
doing, Pokey?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because
Would
you have like the physique of a Greek god.
Oh, stop it! Under certain lighting. Under
Hassan's lighting.
Yeah, under Hassan's
What's the deal with the vertical
Wait,
photos?
can
I don't
hear more
know.
about this shoot?
We'll
I'm
see.
Yeah,
curious.
so that we did a nearly nude photo shoot.
How nearly nude?
I was mostly clothed. They were not.
I mean,
Wait, you should do the little.
We all have photos where we're wearing speedos only.
I mean,
What's the thing that people
There's a
kiss up?
vision.
A mistletoe, and then you cover it with the mistletoe.
I mean, it was.
good
That
one.
was a good. We should
Thank
have
you,
done
thank
that
you.
one.
Yeah, we should have done that.
You should
Next
hit me
year.
up next time,
Yeah.
just for ideation.
We'll have you
at
do
least.
creative. Creative.
You want to be in
directing.
our nearly nude photo shoot next year?
No,
Maybe
stop.
like my
It's
hand.
So
Hello.
bad.
What?
So inappropriate to ask people.
You
that.
asked first.
No, I didn't.
I did. I was the one who. I didn't even ask.
Was
I
that
told her she
inappropriate?
has
Sorry
to do
for
it.
It's just men.
You
Okay.
guys
It's
are.
just men.
Listen,
If I was
I'm
straight,
no
it'd be
longer the 21-year-old you used to know.
So we can be like.
So
I'm
yeah,
all grown
yeah.
up.
So she's in actually.
Which charity?
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
how? You know the details. I gotta know the details.
So
charity literally
we
is
were
this bank
we
account.
were mostly like at one point I was Miley Cyrus on a wrecking ball,
Yeah, he was in panties.
and I was in like white like hip panties, and
Cute.
I thought
He didn't like it.
I thought everything was gonna fall out.
Yeah.
Like I had to put a
But it
cup.
didn't.
This is
My
true.
butt cheeks
I
were
have the
falling
pictures.
out.
Damn,
Like,
you're
it
admitting you
was-
put a cup, huh?
I put a cup on.
I did not.
Wait, hold on.
Should have.
Hold on. They were. I was doing it out of respect for our female
Yeah,
makeup
because
artist.
otherwise
Hassan.
they were see-through.
Yeah, they were literally.
Nah.
You could see my head, which I did take a photo of in the bathroom.
Dude, Jesus Christ. I let it hang.
You let it hang.
It was tight even
that
without
not
the cup, so
disrespectful?
I
It was
didn't
a
want
hard.
to.
It was a hard.
was
It
a
was a
hard-
hard photo shoot.
Wait, you wait.
I
wait.
would hope not.
Wait, wait.
Actually.
But you didn't have mine. Were you could see everything on the white speedo that I was on. Could you see? Look, Hassan.
I don't remember Hassan.
He
What kind of
knows.
poses did you guys do?
Well, I mean, I was
And
on the
you?
wrecking ball. I was
Okay.
Marilyn Monroe with a pride flag.
I
Going
love
Yeah,
it.
that one was cute.
That's so
yeah,
cute.
Yeah, it was good.
Leak the pictures right now, but only Austin's pictures.
Will did one as Michael Phelps, so he was just in a speedo and he had like the gold.
That was a good
Oh,
one.
okay.
That was a good one.
Cute.
Hassan's best one is he's Bernie Sanders, but with no.
That
pants
was a
on.
good one. That was a good. I think Hassan's best one is his 4th of July one or his July one, but you'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. Hassan
Okay,
did a
the
4th of
ideation's
July
actually
one
fire.
He-
4th of July one in America speedo.
Yeah, he was also September, which I can't imagine what you think that was.
And
He was.
We might get
he
canceled
for that
used
one.
Twin Towers as a prop. Let's just say that.
oh my god.
We might get canceled for that one. We might have to switch that one.
Yep.
I was February, but it's a bunch of clouds in front of my body. I was literally wearing clothes. And we just put clouds in
Beautiful.
front of me. And then
Don't lie, she was
It
naked.
So pretty.
I wasn't naked.
She was naked. She was fully nude.
We might need to.
got you.
We
You got
might
you.
need to make the calendar very inaccessible to the public so that Hassan doesn't get canceled. It might need to be a tier 3 Patreon exclusive calendar.
Around
Please
naked
buy
and
them.
bullied
She
us
was.
the whole time.
Yeah.
You guys should buy the calendar.
She's like she was bullying us while we were naked. She's like, yeah, you call that a dick, you fucking pussy.
You guys gotta sell that BTS.
She's a monster.
I do have the
I wasn't.
BTS.
I was-
She's like, yeah, you fucking little.
I
dick."
have BTS of the entire shoot, by the way, of the Nearly Nude calendar shoot, which will be releasing alongside the calendar once I get it edited and stuff.
So she called me all day.
You'd make such a good Dommy mommy.
Oh, I'm too tired to be a dominant. I'm way too tired.
Get some caffeine in ya. Come
Dude.
on.
They'd
I feel
be
like I've hit her 20
You
times.
would
She has
be-
not
you would be a
flinched
good
once.
dom-
I know.
Dominatrix.
Well, I was gonna say I'm used to it, but that sounds bad. I'm not used to it. I'm just tired. I'm so worn out.
You got the dominatrix fit on right
I
now.
actually got.
Do you want
a-
to take a nap while we finish up?
Yeah, I got a big cavity filled this morning,
You got a root canal?
but almost. So as close as you can get to a root canal. They had to put like a fluoride cap inside of the tooth, and
When is
Yeah.
the calendar
Big.
expected to drop? I don't know. We're in the development stage right now. It's kind of taking a bit of a pause because of the holidays. So I think I'll have a better idea of the timeline after this weekend into like mid to late next weekend. Or week, I mean. Ideally before the end of the year. But it might be we were too slow and it comes out like mid-January kind of vibe. But ideally before the end of the year.
yeah.
Did you have to like go under it anyway?
No,
or-
but they loaded me up.
sedate
I'm,
that
I'm
area?
barely getting filling back actually. Like that's how bad it was.
The calendar's
Yeah.
gonna sell
I'm in a lot
out.
of
I don't
pain.
know. Will it?
but anything for the podcast.
A lot has happened to you recently.
I've had a hard.
You're really
life.
good
You've had a
at
hard
like being
life.
in pain but not showing it.
Thank you.
Are-
Thank you.
is
She's
very much.
brave
Yeah, she's very.
and beautiful.
And
True.
Well,
natural.
women have a higher pain tolerance than men,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Is that
frightening.
is that true?
Yeah, and oftentimes our problems go ignored in doctors' offices because we either put on makeup and try to look nice, or because we underestimate our own pain.
Interesting.
And people
I
don't
didn't
listen to us
know
as much.
that.
Or because I think we're
Feminism.
being dramatic.
And
That's a fun
doctors are
one.
Yep.
misogynistic.
No.
Why are you looking at me? Like I'm a,
This
Our
I'm
local
just-
misogynistic
That's
fucking
I'm just a
doctor.
regular misogynist. I'm not even a doctor. Maybe I got a doctorate in misogyny.
Yeah.
On that note, however, we should probably move beyond the paywall here.
Wahoo!
Beyond the pay.
We're going to the
what is that?
Patreon.
That's right.
Should
The
we go to
Patreon
Patreon?
part of the episode.
come with
If
us.
you would like to see that and many of the other juicy tidbits and
I feel like we
including
didn't
the
talk about Pokey enough, and I'm sad.
We're gonna talk about.
Oh.
we
Pokey.
did. We talked
Wait,
about
there's one
the
last
mina.
thing I can say,
What?
which I wanted to say in relation to you not feeling any pain
What?
and not showing it. Or
Pregnant.
sorry, feeling pain.
She's
Y'all,
pregnant.
I've been having mad baby fever. It's
Oh,
bad. Have
no.
you ever?
What?
You've
Let's
never
talk
had
about
baby
this.
fever?
Fuck the time. Let's keep going.
We'll
No,
still have enough
behind-
for the Patreon.
behind the
don't
paywall.
worry.
No. We're gonna keep
Has
talking
anyone,
about it.
Like, are you guys not experiencing fucking baby fever?
Yes, we are.
Shut up,
Guys,
Pokey, keep
we
talking.
can
Just give,
be-
like,
we
5
can Go to
minutes.
70 minutes.
Yeah, we'll-
5 minutes.
we'll do
5
it.
minutes. Anyone else feeling baby fever? Just me.
Never once in my goddamn life.
Right?
I want to get men pregnant.
This is the face. Hold on. Let me. What the fuck? That was a weird way to pause.
Never once.
This is the face of when the girls and the gays outnumber you, and you try to kick it to the fucking Patreon, and they tell you to shut the fuck up, strag.
Once in my
I
goddamn
am.
life.
Right?
I want to get men pregnant.
Oh.
I can
could
say
do
that.
that,
I am
too.
one.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
it's like it's. I don't have baby fever, but it's like it's something that I. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh.
They're uncomfortable.
It's more of a.
No, keep going.
No. It's like
You have a
He has a
cardinal?
breeding fetish. He has
Yeah,
a
you
kink.
Just want to impregnate something.
I don't want to like. I don't
You
want.
want to
Dad, I
spread your
can't really
seed.
I just think the concept of getting
heard that too many
like in a
times.
sexual setting, I think it's sexy. But anyway, talk about your baby fever. I think our I don't want to raise a child. Like I think
Yeah.
it's-
Oh, we've established already.
I don't. I think
It's established fear and Lord that also would be a terrible father.
True.
I'll be a great father from
You'd
the
be
time
a
that they're
fun.
like.
You're not
father.
that
You'd be a
straight
great
though.
uncle,
What
like,
does
really
that
funny.
mean? Yes, I am.
I've got 11 nieces and nephews.
What?
Yeah, my.
Yeah.
I got 11.
If I
nieces
had
and
11
nephews.
nieces and nephews, I probably wouldn't want a kid. But no
Anyway,
kids
sorry.
in my life.
You
so.
have baby fever. Talk
No, that was not what I was going to talk about. I'm just saying I kind of do, and babies are so cute.
about it. Yeah, they are cute.
But the girl boss in me is trying to freaking
Do you- how- do-
shove that
Do you want?
desire
children?
as far away as possible. My whole life, yes, but sometimes I'm like, maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I'm
I have
tired.
I have two wolves in me. One wants to be a stay-at-home housewife, and one wants to conquer the world. And I don't know which wolf to feed sometimes. You know?
You could do both.
I'll see.
I'm serious. You could do
I'll see.
both.
But what I was gonna say is
I don't know. I'm tired.
in a couple weeks, I'm.
You have the most insane bi vibes for a
You're one of the
straight guy.
first guests
I'm
I
not gonna
want
lie.
on it.
You're
And
launching a
it's-
pod.
That's because I have long hair and I'm kind of fucking androgynous, and I'm yeah, but I'm not
It's
bisexual.
just so I don't even want anyone on it. It's just me fucking.
Yeah, it's
yapping,
called being
But I
thin.
wanted you on it because I know it's called "Don't Tell Anyone," and I know you have so much shit you probably never talked
Oh
about.
my god.
Yeah.
I'm so
Especially
excited.
industry related stuff that would be
Crazy
so
that you're
interesting
not
to dive
asking.
into.
We're right here, but
I mean, you guys can have your episodes at some point
When
in
does
your
it- when
life.
does
Are
it
you
come out?
interested?
I'm so
That's crazy.
interested. Pokey, I would be there before you even asked. Like,
Yeah?
I'll invite myself.
Okay,
to the
but
podcast.
listen, the premise, at least for the beginning right
Mm-hmm.
now, I'm talking the most shit. So if you have something you want to talk about, maybe something you've never talked about
I did
I'm
not
very
try the
about it.
cookies because I didn't ask.
yeah. But especially I watched your interview with
Padilla?
Padilla, yeah.
I cried.
No, I'll be honest.
Like a
I think
baby
Cutie would be
bitch.
the best for
Right?
that because she will
You'd have
talk
so much
I will
to
talk
bond
I'm
over.
notoriously not good at talking shit about people.
No, you don't have to talk
You-
shit about
just
people.
like about life.
Life.
A lot of
Oh,
people
okay.
don't know everything. That's
Oh, okay. I mean, I can.
no,
think
there's
about-
just so many. Actually,
There's a lot of things that people don't know about me.
there's a lot of things that happen in the industry that you can't say at least right away. But like a few years later, you're like, fuck it, did you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Once upon a time, this happened.
No, there's a lot of
whatever.
things that like of my,
Fun story
specifically of my personal life that I just don't tell people.
Right?
Yeah, like
This is your
Nothing
chance.
bad. I don't
Wait,
tell people.
I forgot the name again.
Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone. That's
I
a cute
love
name.
that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Pokey,
cute.
I'm very excited. I'm genuinely.
Yes, I will go on your podcast and you will be my co-host for the Streamer Awards.
I'll give you a half shake.
Oh.
Half.
Close.
Half just guarantees you on her podcast.
Yeah.
The other
Yep.
half is
Yeah.
But you know,
I
we're
would've
still
gone
getting
on it
somewhere.
anyway.
Yeah.
No, I'll go on it. I'm excited. That's
Pokey,
awesome.
You
that's
said you're a fan of the
War
Yard. Did you watch the Heat episode? Yes.
I'm
I
serious.
watch every
When
episode.
is it?
If
Okay,
it sucks,
you
tell
can-
me off camera.
I will.
You can
I study the enemy closely.
agree to this one.
Mm.
In January, I'm starting my late night show. You'll come on my late
You know,
night
this
show.
whole podcast, I was thinking you'd be such a good show host. Talk show host? One of those.
I
We're
have a show called
cuties.
The Austin
We're
Show.
Like, when
cuties
you were
fucking
asking
side
me-
bitch.
When you
We're
asking me
cuties
about the
fucking
cookies,
side bitch.
I loved it.
Yeah, I'm Jimmy Fallon.
She said, yeah.
But like,
I'll be on it.
Okay, done.
Cutie, thank you so
Done.
much for the invite. We'll also be on your late night show.
I
Are you
can't
gonna have
make
us
it.
on?
Yeah.
You guys can do the red carpet.
Yeah, but you guys aren't.
I'm
hard.
gonna be busy.
Is the OTVX Fear thing going to be on OTV's channel? Yes. I think they leaked it already, and they said they were allowed to talk about it. But we're gonna be on OTV's Fear Pong. For anybody who doesn't
We're not
know, let's finish the episode and then
To,
I'll.
like, she's hard.
Yeah.
It's true.
I think the episode's gonna
She's
come
hard
out
to
like.
get a hold of. She's
I mean,
hard to-
it's a holiday episode, so it's sometime in December, like probably like early
Roasting?
December. I don't know.
You wanted the roast of Pokimane?
Just check Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah, we should roast.
She's
Po-
like, no,
we
respectfully.
should roast
Maybe, I
Pokey
don't know.
instead of roasting Hassan
Well,
for the
that was like the
100th time.
fifth ask of the podcast.
I make some
We-
cameos in
you
there
guys
too
have
for
Streamer Awards,
Fear and
He didn't ask for anything.
Beer pong.
Guys, you guys are actually like you're fun
We're-
friends, and
we're-
you're also incredible creators.
we're
I'll fucking
needy.
do whatever you want me
Thank
to do.
you.
Except
Pokey.
except for Streamer Awards.
It's nail.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Hassan's
So
like,
think
let's
about
get.
it.
He
I'm
wants
thinking.
to get to the paywall so badly. I wouldn't let him. Are you gonna slice me?
What? No.
As a businesswoman, we can play any we play Wine About It ads at the Streamer Awards. We could play.
How much? Tell me. Oh,
It's not
if
your
we're-
co-host.
in exchange.
Yeah.
Okay, that might be fun.
That's a really
I'll
good.
think about it.
that,
That's a good
What a
deal.
bargain.
You little
It is.
businesswoman, you.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Speaking of promos,
Yes.
what would you like to promote other than your cookies and
That's
your new
it.
podcast
That's it.
and your new late
yeah.
night show?
I told her to bring
our
the
late
cookies.
night
I've talked about
show.
the late night show.
Do you guys have anything to promote?
I have nothing to promote.
No, we are here to support you.
We're promoting
No.
our Patreon.
I'm here to
which we're
support
going
you
to.
guys
Yeah.
on your shows. Oh my God, Hassan, when you did your charity thing, I think I donated 15 fucking K.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Pog.
because I was like, no offense, Twitch news is sometimes so so sad. Like you hear the
That's
shittiest
not
thing about
offense.
streamers,
It's-
and I'm like, finally, you know,
Yeah.
a charity or something we can support and uplift.
Yeah.
You know,
Nice
let's
job,
fucking go.
Hassan.
Good job.
I don't think you hear
Hassan
that
is so
enough.
tired.
Saving
Aw.
the world.
You're so.
I definitely don't.
You're a special boy. You know that.
I only hear negative things.
Tragically,
Special boy.
tragically special.
All right,
boy.
well, on the paywall portion, if you want to check that out, you should go
Yes,
to
we'll see you there.
patreon.com/fearan. That's right, patreon.com/fearan. See you on the
Patreon.com/fearan.
other side.
Yippee!
Guys, I'm gonna be
What are you
honest.
most thankful for, Pokey?
It's done.
To be honest, when you asked that, the first thing that came to mind was I'm really thankful.
Being on the Fearan podcast is fine. You can say it.
I wish Will was here. Like, how fun.
I know.
Right?
I didn't tell her.
I mean, I love you guys, of course, but now I'm like, I need to come back for like the full experience.
That's
perfect.
that's
Yeah.
how we get you. That's how we get
Oh.
you.
Yeah, this is the
I mean,
Costco
I'm not far
sample.
from here,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
happily.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The first thing that came to mind was I love those people who, because I'm not gonna lie, I see so much dumb shit on Twitter. I see so many don't have the time or dunk on them, so I don't have to.
Dude,
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I was gonna keep streaming and watch, but I feel like fucking trash. I'm not gonna lie. My stomach is not doing well. I fucking went 1v1 with gluten, and gluten has hands apparently, and just fucked my shit. So I promise you guys another stream soon. Probably not tomorrow since it's a holiday, but maybe this weekend if I find the time. But sooner than like 2 months, which was the last time my last one came out. So, follow here if you fucking care and want to watch. Everybody, thank you for showing up. Thank you to all the new people that showed up. Thank you to everybody who came back. Thank you everybody who watches and supports the things that I do, whether it be Fear End or the content that I make for Hassan's IRL streams or any of the videos that I help produce over on Ray's channels, or just this stream. So love you guys, appreciate you guys so much. I wish I could stream a few more hours, but near the tail end of that episode, I just started feeling like dog water. So I'm gonna chill and get off camera and drink water and lay down. I love you guys though. Take it easy. Kisses. Mwah. I'll see you soon. It won't be another month, I promise. I'll try to come back soon. And then we'll do some more reacts, maybe more podcast reacts or something else, okay? Bye bye, y'all.